The Opie and Anthony Show starts now.
Opie and Anthony are no strangers to scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie here.
Virtual team. Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity like rat. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Our show is stupid.
This is so irresponsible.
This should be illegal. It really should be. It's like, it's so unethical.
God, I hate fucking radio.
This could be the worst audio ever.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. This is terrible.
We just suck all around.
I hope you show restraint in fucking my girlfriend.
This stinks. Fucking shut the fuck up. We get it. Get it.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Welcome to a true edition of Norton and Friends. Yeah. I am, for the first time ever, alone in the room.
You're not alone.
I might as well be. Very odd day today. Ope is ill, and I didn't realize until I got here. And Ant is on his way in. So we were going to start a little late. But then I'm like, well, people are going to think that we're not doing a show if we just play worse stuff for 45 minutes.
And there's a big show planned for today.
Can you guys hear that, or is that just my conscience? Because that's how I talk to myself. It sounds like Kenny. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on today. What do we have? We got Colin is coming in.
Yeah, Rich Voss.
I hate when we say big show, and the second thing is Voss. There's really nothing going on today. Colin Voss.
And it's the Testicle Fest.
Which is, someone's going to come in and cook balls or something?
Yeah, Chef Steve is he's gonna prepare animal testicles, both boiled so they're grotesque and restaurant style, to see if people enjoy them.
All right, so yeah, big show. Jesus.
Mars is here.
This easily could have been an avoidable show today. What dope I am. All right, so I guess we'll talk for a little while, and then Ant will be here, and Voss will be here. What can we talk about? How about my new iPhone? Let's talk about my new iPhone. I got it. I love it. Fucking Bob Kelly is a genius. Bob Kelly, I put in for the iPhone. I called up. I got a pre-order on the 67th Street Apple, and I get there, and there's a 2.5-hour line. So Bobby calls it. Bobby's an assistant now. Fucking Bob Kelly has an assistant. I get a text from him. He goes, dude, I got my assistant working on it. I'm like, oh, you for what? What does she carry? Your stomach? And so his assistant, who's just a fucking chick that I think, has helped book his calendar or whatever, gets us this celebrity help.
That's insane, because the store in the Westchester in White Plains, I talked to one of the guys who's been there for years, and when celebrities show up there, he says that they don't do anything for him.
They don't go crazy for you, but they help you a little bit just so there's not a problem. But that's when a celebrity shows up.
Right.
When Jim Norton and Bob Kelly walk in, they should do nothing for us.
Right.
But they said, well, we'll have somebody talk to you when we get there, because I had a whole reserve, and I was supposed to get one for my girlfriend, but that got all fucked up, so whatever. I had a weird issue. So they took amazing care of me yesterday at this Apple store on 67th Street. Mm. And God damn it, I love this phone. I fucking did not want to like the iPhone, the new one. I was like, I'm not going to get it. And you got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's incredible.
It is unbelievably good.
I mean, just on first look, like looking at how good the screen is, you can tell how good the screen is because you look at the apps that haven't updated yet, and the little app icon of it on the screen looks like it's in the Stone Age compared to the clarity of just what the apps look like without even opening them.
It's unbelievable, and I got mine. I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend, I was going to get her one, but you need a social security number and you need whatever. So
ID and all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
But I get there, I'm talking to the guy, and he's going to help me out because he's a fan. So he's like, he knows I'm not fucking selling them to the Palestinians. And my girlfriend gives me the wrong social security number, so I have the wrong fucking. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She sends me her wrong social security number.
What number was it?
I don't know. It was somebody else's. I'm like, what are you doing? So I leave, and then I'm down the street, and she calls me, and I have to run back, and they take me into the basement, and they help me out.
So you just skipped a line twice.
Yeah, basically, I fucking cut twice.
Probably really made a lot of people happy.
I was fucking literally in the basement. This was a mistake, though. You know, this was an issue with the chick. She just didn't know what she was doing. And I can't. And Bob, I'm so annoyed because I'm trying to call her frantically. I'm like, what is your fucking social security number? And Bob, of course, selfish, has his. So I'm panicking on the phone. And Bob is like, God damn, look at the camera. You can point it both ways. I'm like, you fucking twat. I don't need a camera demonstration.
Yeah.
But I can't believe how much I like it. God damn it. I didn't want to like it. I wanted to smash it. I wanted to badmouth it and shit talk it. It's finally something that's as good as they said it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, even all the stuff that they were saying online about the service, like they said online, when you hold it in your left hand, because of the corner, when you cover it, the service is supposed to go out.
Right.
But that hasn't happened at all for me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I don't think it is. But the celebrity thing on TMZ, they showed Jason Bateman from Arrested Development and Teen Wolf 2. He was
Justine's brother, by the
Yeah.
way, for anyone not sure.
He was on the iPhone line, and they took him off. I guess they gave celebrity treatment too, so they took him off the line and walked him to the front of the store. And apparently, he was just getting booed the whole way. The line was booing
really?
him while he was
That's
cutting
funny.
them. But like Jadakiss, the rapper, one of his people showed up at like 6 a.m. at the Westchester Apple store, and the guys told him, no, you can have somebody wait online for him, but nobody's skipping the line.
Well, again, I think it was, if I didn't have this issue that I had with ordering, because I thought I had a pre-order and I didn't, it was a mess, and that did go. I'm trying to make myself look like I'm a bigger shot than I am. They did go into explaining that. So I think they took mercy on me because there was a problem that I was having that I probably shouldn't have been having. It was when they stopped taking pre-orders and the servers all crap, whatever. It was a fucking nightmare. But the guys were phenomenal
They
at
said
Apple
the
yesterday.
non-reserve line, like the people who didn't pre-order, were waiting there for like 8 to 10 hours because they were letting them in for every, say, 10 reserve people. They'd let one non-reserve in, and they wanted to do less than that. They wanted to do like 20 or 30 reserve people,
right?
30 to 1.
Did they actually? And my girlfriend is texting me. So what are you doing? What do you want?
Busy.
I'm on the fucking radio.
Work.
It's amazing how people you're dating forget that the radio show is a live thing. It's like, what do you think? There's a fucking podcast. I just do it and then I edit it later.
It's not like you could throw it to somebody else. It's just you in here.
Exactly. You're here and Kenny is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Kenny is perusing the paper to try to find a story as conversation fodder, and he's already into the ads on page 52, and he's found nothing.
Well, I have a BlackBerry, so I can't chime into the iPhone thing.
This is the amazing part of the iPhone, too, by the way. Oh, I did something that was recommended to me by Tom Papa. There's something AT&T sells called there's like a little tower you can buy that is it looks like a little what is it, like a little triangle.
Okay.
But a terrible, it's radio and I can't describe.
You're just making the triangle motions with your hands.
I'm making a TP motion to Sam. Ugh, Norton and Friends is an abysmal bust.
Randy in Staten Island thinks you should rename it to Norton and Nobodies.
Yeah, Randy's right. A collection of, you're right, Randy. I should really elevate myself.
Yeah.
And lower them below friend status. And it's supposed to help you with reception at your house. And I have in my apartment now fucking 5 full bars of service. Me and my girlfriend, as opposed to fucking, which is what we should have been doing, we're just calling each other in my apartment to prove we had full service. We could not believe this goddamn thing worked.
Me and my girlfriend got iPhones, and we went into separate rooms and started video chatting.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Just because you can.
My first video chat was yesterday. You literally can video chat on the phone now. And I was shitting. And I'm video chatting with my girlfriend in the living room. And it was great. And I was taking a photo with my flash camera and shitting while I was I fucking video chatting. The new iPhone is a fucking hit.
It is.
I didn't buy Apple stock. I should be shot. Could have bought Apple stock. This thing is so good. If you don't have it, get it. And I always shit on the iPhone. I always find something wrong with it, and I probably will by this time tomorrow have some major issue with the iPhone.
But as of now, I haven't had any issues at all. Like the content, everything synced over instantly.
Amazingly.
It was
well done.
fast. Like I went into the Apple store to buy it, and they plugged it into the computer, and it was activated. My BlackBerry didn't work anymore. The iPhone worked, and it was done.
Oh, you're coming from BlackBerry.
Yeah, I had the first gen iPhone. When they first came out, I had it, and then I switched over to BlackBerry, And now it's been 2 years since I've had a BlackBerry, and I went over to the iPhone.
Sam, it looks like you need a protective case for your iPhone.
Why is that?
Yeah, Sam is really, he's raw dogging. His fucking iPhone's got nothing on it.
Well, I left the back plastic that comes on it on, but the front plastic...
Take the plastic off.
The front plastic blocks everything, obviously. So as soon as we got the phones, my girlfriend tried to call somebody, and she goes, "Oh, of course, the iPhone has no service. I can't hear anything. It's not even ringing." And I go, "You have to peel the plastic off. It's covering the earpiece. That's why you can't hear it ringing."
I would love to trash her as a dumbbell, but I did the same thing calling Kenny and calling my chick. I'm like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" I didn't realize the plastic would actually completely stop all sound. But I got my old case. I have my old case is one that's it's like an older gentleman's case. It's like a leather with a fucking like a little pocket.
That's a
hitch.
good one. That's a good one.
But it protects it. It's like I don't. The new ones they have is basically it looks like a rubber band around the corners of it because they don't cover the back because it's like you can camera and video in front of you or yourself, which is great. It's a fucking amazing. Your videotape or you hold your camera up like I'm going to take a picture of Sam as I probably would if I was taking a photo. And then you can hit a button on the front and turn around and photograph yourself. It's fucking great, man.
And even when you're doing the video chatting, when you're flipping the camera from the front to the back, it's not like buggy and spotty. The camera just flips and it works. You can video chat. I could video chat Steve if I wanted to.
Yeah, what a horrible video chat.
That would be awful. He couldn't even fit in the lens.
Oh, it really would be. This is what I love about Steve.
No, leave me alone.
Steve is so happy when he's giving information that's actually pertinent. Like this is, because Steve gets beat up on the show, and yesterday he was giving information like on the oil spill, and like whenever Steve is giving legitimate info, he's so happy to have some legitimate info. It's like, what about the oil spill guy? Well, the oil spill guy is actually a man, and then he calls in, and we just humiliate him.
Yeah, of course. Hang on, let me get
Was he bothered by that call in? By the way,
I didn't speak to him afterwards, so you know what I think he was just glad to get a little bit of radio time, but I don't expect he'll be calling back anytime soon.
He loved the attention, that guy.
I didn't want to. Like I said, wanted to Ramon. I didn't want to Ramon the guy. He was a pastor. It was like, you didn't go stand straight. I'm taking a photograph, by the way. Can you stand straight?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm taking a photo of Steve. No, don't pull your shirt down.
Oh.
He has it's the fucking tiniest little awful shirt.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it until
How does your shirt not touch your waist?
It doesn't, Steve. They rarely do.
That's not true, actually. I've been getting better at those. Okay. I'll be perfectly honest. I've been getting dressed in the dark every morning since my son was born. And I know that's a horrible excuse.
So when you're getting dressed in the dark, you can't realize that you fucking...
He wears his son's shirts.
Yeah. Exactly. You're putting his clothing on. I'm going to act like that would have been my improv line. Yeah. It was a great line by Sam, and I paused.
I stole it from Eric, who said it into the headphones.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah. Fucking E-Rock.
As I'm leaving the house this morning,
Yes. Sorry. All right. As you're leaving the house.
As I'm leaving the house, I realize, oh fuck, the shirt's short. And
as opposed to just backtracking into the same home, you just decided.
No, I said, fuck it. I'll just take the abuse and go.
You know what could be a cure for that in terms of dressing in the dark? Just have all the shirts in your drawer fit. And that way, no matter which one you put on, it'll fit.
That would imply that there was some logic going on in my
Or have your wife lay out a shirt for you the night before. Or you lay one out like a big boy.
It would imply
as opposed to grabbing a dickie and throwing it on before you fucking leave the house.
That would imply some kind of forethought. But, none.
So Bob Kelly was my hero yesterday. Bob got it done. I couldn't believe, much as I fucking teased Bob, that son of a bitch did it. And, I wanted to bash it. I saw the line. And it was like, look, I can stand on a line without being bothered. But in New York, in certain areas, you have to talk to certain people, whatever. Yeah. So the line was fucking brutal. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just not going to do it. I was really annoyed. Bob kept me from being discouraged.
I ended up waiting for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, which wasn't bad. I mean, because it was in the afternoon. Like I went at like 5:15 when I got out of here. But my girlfriend tried to go in the morning. She went to the mall at 6:30 in the morning. And they said by 6 a.m., 600 people had already showed up at the mall. And so she had 2 hours before she had to get to work. And I was like, yeah, you'll be fine. 2 hours. And she said she didn't even get close to the store before she just had to leave.
You knew she wasn't going to be fine. You were just kind of hoping, like, fuck it, if she gets up, she gets up.
Who cares?
Yeah, let her just stand there.
No, he really likes his girlfriend and cares about her. So he's probably genuine in what he said.
You, Kenny, for saying that.
Yeah.
Added humor.
Kenny comes into conversations like a bowling ball through your bay window. And you guys can't see him at home, but what he does is he leans in. when he's about to say something. So you always know that Kenny, he kind of like just preps his body and leans in.
That's why there's a moment of silence before Kenny speaks, because everybody's waiting.
Because we see him, and we're like, we know this is not going to be good. But
well, I'm getting close to the microphone because when I'm not talking, I back away because I don't want people to hear me breathing. Because they say
you know what the answer for that is? Stop doing so.
Yeah.
Do I want to talk to Gizmodo.com about the iPhone? I would love to talk to somebody.
Because they're the ones who were reporting the reception issues and the screen and the display. They said there was like a bunch of people were getting like a little yellow or discoloration in the corner of their screens.
Oh, no,
stuff.
I heard about that. There was a band across it.
I guess so, but mine is perfect.
Yeah. I went to what band it was. It was like Wings or something, you know?
It's just a band across the screen.
All right. Well, it really is uncomfortable when the guys aren't here and Chip pipes up.
Yeah, because
there's nobody to be bothered by.
Right. You're the main guy now. You can't do the characters because then the character becomes the head of the show.
Yeah, then the character is the show.
Chip got to host the show for a second.
So far, Norton and Friends is not lighting up the phone lines.
Well,
we have 2 phone calls. We don't have to even go to the phone. I don't care. We don't need to go to them unless it's iPhone talk.
Yeah. Ryan in New Jersey wants to talk about the iPhone. What's up, Ryan?
I'm on my new iPhone now, but...
You sound so clear.
You really do sound clear, crystal clear.
Of course I do. With the noise cancellation mic, it's beautiful. But, Jimmy, what are your thoughts on this antenna issue? Because this is real. It happens to mine.
I heard about it. I'm sure it is real because it's just, I saw the sample online, and then I saw where they said that it didn't happen. But it probably is a real issue. I don't know. I'm sure they'll fix it. But the way I've combated it so far is it just hasn't happened. But the case I have, the back of my phone is blocked like it was. The only thing you can see out of the back of my case is the camera and the flash, as opposed to the entire back being free. So I'm sure I'll have a little bit of reception issue. I don't know.
Ryan, did you get
fix it?
Did you get a bumper for it?
No, I didn't yet because I don't want to have to spend $29 to get good reception. But Apple's response to it was, "This is just the way phones are." So, okay.
Well,
it literally is a response.
It's a hard thing to put an antenna on a phone without an antenna. So does the bumper, because the bumper's touching it, does that prevent it from happening?
People have said that, the bumper actually makes it better reception. Because this is the antenna, the metal part.
Yeah, so get the bumper then. So it's $30. It's annoying,
but why should I have to? My point is, why should I have to buy an extra piece just so I don't have bad reception?
Well, there's no reason to humiliate me, sir. I'm just trying to help. But I know what you mean. It's annoying, but what else is there? It's like the phone is really good, man. And, I bash...
The phone rocks.
What's that?
It's beautiful. The phone rocks. It's beautiful. I've never had a better phone than I'm using right now. It's wonderful.
The only
sound clear.
The only downside is AT&T is just despicable. I was on the phone with the AT&T lady yesterday, and I knew she couldn't do anything about the issue I was having. It was just about a feature that AT&T doesn't offer. But I literally had her on the phone for 10 minutes, and I was saying, "Aren't you embarrassed to work for this company?" I'm like, "You do realize that Verizon kills you, don't you?" And she wanted to fucking hang up on me so bad, but she just took her berating because I wasn't cursing at her.
Ever since you mentioned the phones, then the phones light up. All you have to do is say the word phones, and people start calling in.
Well, I wanted to be disappointed in this iPhone, and the Apple people honestly were fucking great.
Yeah.
They took good care of me, man. And it was like, the guy was like a technical genius. This dude, Lewis. He was a man who was a very slight of frame, small fellow. And he just sat there and he went over the entire phone and helped me change the voicemail. Everything you would need was done before I left the store. So, if you're going to get it, I recommend getting it.
I have the Mobile Me, and that syncs your contacts from your computer into Mobile Me. And what was insane was I was in the car, and I was just syncing my email and contacts and everything. And before I even got home, I was in my car, and all my contacts were synced through Mobile Me.
Here's my issue with Mobile Me. I did not get it. I've had it once, but it lost contacts for me on Mobile Me. Mobile Me, really? If you don't have an iPhone, it's supposed to sync your cell phone with your computer. Like if I enter something, like if I take a photo of Sam, as I would, and I want to put it with his picture or whatever, it's supposed to sync it up to my all my computers that are on my little Mobile Me network. But for some reason, it would fuck up. And I would look at my phone and have absolutely no contacts on it. It would eat all my contacts, and then they would come back. So I just kind of dumped Mobile Me. Do you want Jesus Diaz, senior editor. Do we have him now?
Talk to him? Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's talk to him from Gizmodo.
Jesus.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on last minute. We know it was a weird timing issue today. So Gizmodo is saying that the antenna issue on the new iPhone is real?
Yeah, it's very real. It's really bad. It's fucking bad, actually.
I've not had a problem yet. What do you think the solution is? And what are some of the other issues with the iPhone 4.0?
Well, the antenna is the biggest issue, I think. The thing is that if you hold it in a certain way and your hands are kind of sweaty, it will make a contact, like an electrical contact, and you will lose the reception. And it's happening to a lot of people. It's not happening to a few people. It's happening to a lot of people. And the thing that really sucks is that people are talking to Apple, and Apple has said that, well, it's your problem, man. Hold it the right way.
Well,
that's the answer.
Hold it the right way. Well, you know what? Now that you're saying people with sweaty hands, let's be honest, between us, Jesus, I mean, people with sweaty hands are fucking creepy on some level anyway. So the fact that they're having phone issues is not as important to me as myself with my hands, which I keep dry to shake with other people.
That's good for you, but I think it's going to be a problem, and people are going to be angry about it.
Now, there's been criticism, like you guys actually got a hold of the iPhone before anybody else had it, and it really was the phone. I mean, everybody thought, is this some kind of a scam or some kind of bullshit? People criticize you guys and say, well, they just like to shit on Apple. Do you guys have a real beef with Apple, or are you just kind of going over it and covering it as you see?
No, it has. This is something that we get, and we have been called fanboys or anti-Apple like forever. I mean, some people say one thing, some people say the other thing, but it's not true. We just said, I think that the iPhone is a beautiful device. It's the screen is simple, stunning. The design is great. But it has some shortcomings, and the antenna is one of them. And I think that the use of materials, the glass on the back, it's another problem.
What do you think happened? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jesus. What do you think happened? Because you're right, the iPhone screen is amazing, and I had like a little touch, like BlackBerry before. Why did BlackBerry go with the Storm, which is a click, when they could have just had Verizon service on what is an iPhone screen? Why did they go with the fucking Storm where you're clicking?
That was a very bad decision. I mean, that telephone sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah.
Is Apple and Verizon going to have any kind of a deal?
Well, that's the rumor forever, but I hope it's true, because also that's the problem about the iPhones, the AT&T service. Like here in New York, you get drop calls all the time. You can't do that. I mean, that's bad.
Hey, Jesus, we have I'm sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We have a caller that wants to talk to you. I didn't want to interrupt you if you were finishing your thought.
We just lost
No, it's okay.
Oh, we lost the caller.
Excuse me, mister?
This is Kenny. He's on our staff here.
Yeah, Club Soda Kenny. They usually don't let me talk much. But while I have the opportunity, what do you think of the Droid?
The Droid?
Yeah.
It's a good phone. It's okay. I mean, all the Android phones they're pretty good. But I still think the iPhone is the best phone.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong. I think it's the best phone of the pack. But the Androids are really getting up there. The Nexus One. The Droid itself is not my favorite, but it's okay.
What kind of phone do you use? Because you're right, AT&T is the downside. But what's that tower called that I got for my apartment? It's like a little teepee that I got in my apartment, and it makes reception. It's like having your own cell tower in your apartment. And it was like, I forget how much it was, but I now get full bars of service on the west side of Manhattan.
Yeah, the microcell you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good, but do you really need to have that kind of thing to make your telephone work? Why do I have to, I just want my telephone to work. I don't know why do I have to get a microcell tower to make it work. Go ahead, yeah.
I agree with you. You're right. It's a despicable service. So what else do you guys have on Gizmodo? Because you guys are, you're pretty much the tech site that everybody goes to. So, but you're not purposely just bashing Apple just to bash Apple. You like Apple, but you have an issue with their, with the new phone antenna.
Yeah, the antenna and I think the glass is the worst thing. One of our editors yesterday, he was trying the reception actually, and he was holding it with the fingers, trying to hold it right so it doesn't drop the bars, whatever. And then by accident, it fell, and it fell like a couple feet to the ground, and that was it. The back of the phone gone completely. It's shattered. And that's a big problem to me too.
Oh, because the back is glass.
Yeah, the back is glass. So, the moment you just put the telephone with some kind of force against another glass surface, or it drops from your phone. My phone has dropped, I don't know how many times, the one I have now, which is an iPhone 3G. And it just drops on the floor, and if it falls onto the glass part, the display, sometimes it breaks. I mean, actually, it broke 2 times in my case.
Yeah.
And I had to have the telephone replaced. But in this case, no matter how it drops, it's going to drop on one of the glass surfaces. So the possibilities of it breaking is going to be higher. And Apple said that is ultra durable, and it has like this, they're using glass from helicopters and, military planes and whatever. And the fact is that it's glass, and glass breaks.
Oh, hey, Sus, now we have a guy, John, in New Jersey, we're going to put on. I think he was the one that was calling. He says that he has an issue with you. He thinks you're bashing Apple because of a bias. So, John, do you want to...
Okay.
Hold on, John?
Yeah, you're just, you guys are upset because you've been banned from all the Apple press events. You're banned from WWDC after leaking the iPhone 4.
No.
Making a lot of people lose their jobs.
No, you're wrong. This is accusation people are saying now, and it's completely not true. I mean, if you read some of my recent reviews about Apple, they are glowing. I mean, I said the iPad is the future, and I still believe so.
But I bet there are very few mega nerds or O&A fans. I'm one of them. I've been following you guys for years, and I know you're very upset about being left out. It's for your Uber.
No. Yeah, I think. Look, one thing is that we knew what happened, and we knew how we have been banned, and so be it. It doesn't matter. In the past we said that Steve Jobs had a cancer, and he was sick, and we got also a backlash from them, and I don't get angry, and after that I just I call things how they are, and we call things how they are, and I think the iPhone 4, it's an amazing device, and I think it still is the best telephone in his class. But the problem is that there's an antenna problem there, and the thing to me is that the response that Apple is giving, like, oh, it's your problem, you have to buy a bumper, or you have to call the telephone in one way. That's not right. That's not right. No matter how you look at it, and if you are defending that, it's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy.
All right, Jesus, he's gone. All right, well, listen, thank you so much. You were, I appreciate you coming on the very last minute, and it's Gizmodo.com, and you guys, and look, I kind of like it, even if you give Apple a hard time, but you know what? They're aware of you guys, so they know that any problem with their product is going to get a lot of attention from you, so that kind of, I think, forces them to make a better product. So I like what you guys do.
So, thank you very much. We, like I said before, we call it like it is, and I still think it's the best phone, but they have to solve this problem.
I agree. All right, we'll talk to you again, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. All right, that was, what's his last name, Jesus?
Diaz, was it?
I think, Jesus Diaz, the senior editor at Gizmodo. Hey, look, he didn't trash it. We're talking about the new iPhone. Rich Voss just got here. And there's certain issues with the antenna, but I didn't think he was attacking the whole fucking phone. He just said the antenna's shitty.
My iPhone last night completely went out for like about 30 seconds. And I was talking to a conspiracy theorist. And
is this true?
Yeah, last night it completely went.
Wait, do you have a new iPhone, or how old is your iPhone?
No. It's like 6 months old. Whatever the iPhone before that iPhone.
3GS.
Yeah, that could be it, the 3GS. And I went to turn it on like that, and it just was dark.
Right.
Then I did press a couple buttons, and he thinks that iPhone is sending out types of signals to screw up these phones, so everybody goes out and buys a new one. And that's what the person said last night.
Do you understand the magnitude of that scandal if that got out?
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it. He's quite a big
especially since they're still selling 8 gig 3GS phones.
Yeah, whoever he is.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is. He's a boob. I don't care if I know him. I don't care if he's a friend. If Apple
was your dad.
Oh, exactly.
No.
He knows nothing about the iPhone.
No, it was somebody. But I'm saying,
if they did that, all right, let me just go with this for a second.
Yeah.
Let's just say that Steve Jobs and Apple is sending out magic signals.
Not magic. They can send out a signal to screw up your phone if they wanted to.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Like what?
To screw up your phone signal.
Well, yeah, they already did send out a signal. It's called the AT&T service to screw up your phone. But if they did that and got caught, somebody would talk. Listen, they all want the new phone bought, so they're sending out a signal, which is fucking up the other phones.
If every person with a 3GS realized my phone doesn't work as well as it used to.
The class action lawsuit from that would wipe the...
Jesus,
Thank you.
stink.
That's what happens. When I object, I cut a sour milk fart. Fucking live with it.
Jesus
Don't act like you don't know
Christ.
that.
Don't look at any of your acting fucking... Go ahead.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh,
Jesus.
My acting is actually pretty good.
I know, that's what I heard.
You didn't hear that.
That's what I heard.
The video chat on this is fucking phenomenal. We're not
Is
gonna...
that the new one?
Rich, come on, please. Of course it is. Why would I talk to Jesus Diaz from Gizmodo if I didn't have the new one? Hey, Sam, call me on my thing and we'll do a little... The fucking video chat.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi here. I need the Wi-Fi
you are
password.
queer.
I know.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm on 3G. So you like the iPhone or you hate it, Rich?
It's not bad. It's all right. I like it. I don't do a lot on it, but you know what I like about it? One of the things is, on the plane the other day, I watched a great movie that I downloaded onto here, and it was great.
Did you watch a movie on your phone?
That's just what I said, that on the plane the other day, I watched a movie on my phone that I downloaded.
Oh, I can't do that. It's too fucking...
What?
I have no desire to watch a movie on my phone.
Well, it's not, it's a year-old movie, so it's not something you have to see. It's not Avatar where you have to see it in fucking 3D, you dummy. It was a good movie, and on the plane, listen, the screen isn't that much smaller than the one on the plane.
That's true. But I don't like the fact that you're saying, I don't like the fact that Rich is saying, it's like, well, it's not Avatar where you need graphics the size. There's a big difference between a laptop screen and the fucking iPhone screen, which is like 3 inches.
On the goddamn phone's a cock's a cock, okay? It doesn't matter if it's on. It's all in the fantasy anyhow. It was a good movie. It was one of the only movies I liked with Robin Williams.
What was it called?
The Good Dad or something. Or,
I wanted to see that. Yeah, I
It's a
heard
good
that. Don't
movie.
tell you. I heard that was actually pretty depressing. But look at the camera on this. You can fucking
Let me
see.
see.
Like, look, I'm going to take a picture of Sam. But then I'm like, you know what? I want to send Sam a picture of my cock so I could turn it around, and now it's facing me. Voss, you've never seen anybody.
It's just confused.
The way Rich is looking at the phone right now, if I showed a sea turtle the phone, it would have the same look on its face of disbelief and shock.
Yes.
It's like a black person looking at a job application.
Oh, Rich. I do love Rich, though, because Rich's racism comes out of... No, Rich is not a racist.
You know I'm not a racist.
I'm teasing you, dude. How's your fucking thing coming with Bonnie, man? How's your movie coming?
This fucking thing is... I went over to the editor the other day, and they're making the rough cut, and I watched, like, the first, I don't know, like 10 minutes or whatever. It's so... Artie Lang is fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's so fun. This thing, every time I see it, I don't mind pouring more fucking money into this thing. Right. It's funny. Joe DeRosa, he is hilarious, and he really prepared. It's if this thing doesn't turn everything around, including my marriage, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, I can't wait till this is done.
What's the name of it?
Women Aren't Funny.
Women Aren't Funny. That's great. That's fun. And you didn't get, I'm surprised Chelsea Handler didn't do it. She's great.
Yeah,
I love Chelsea Handler.
She passed on us on the show, which I never even tried to ask for. When I was with not even my ex-manager, we were in L.A. one week, and Jason says to her producer, "Hey, go see Voss and Bonnie at the Improv," and we didn't even know it was coming, and we crushed, and he liked it. He loves us, actually. He keeps pushing for us. But I think I might have... I don't know. I was at a party and I might have trashed her or fucked around with her. What?
You're Jersey. She's Jersey. She's just a Jersey chick. That's why she's got that shitty, horrible attitude, which is what makes her so funny is the fact that she really is just a cranky Jersey girl.
But nobody on her show. It's like when we did Colin's show. If we didn't like what Colin said, we just shut up, you stupid ass. She doesn't go for that on her show.
Well, it's different. It's a different vibe. But
that could be it too. She could know I'm like a tough crowd guy. I mean, so
am I. She has me on.
Yeah, but you're different. You're different. You're easy. I mean, you know how.
Let me translate for you. Hold on. Let me translate to anybody out there what this fucking psycho is saying. He's saying that, like, with me, she knows it can be handled. But if the tiger comes on, there's going to be a problem.
What I'm saying is, you know how to sell out quicker than I do.
There is no selling out quicker than you. If they said right now we need a tap dancing Negro, you'd show up in blackface. Lordy, I'm here.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And she's not in the movie. No big deal. We have people.
You probably trashed her on the way up. You probably did a gig with her fucking 12 years ago and don't remember. And you were like, get me coffee.
No,
she's like, fuck this piece of shit.
When we were at Caroline's, when we were on tour at Caroline's, when me, Dave, and Corey were on tour after Last Comic, I mean, we're sold out Caroline's. She came in to do a guest spot. I think Dave and Corey were mean to her, going, "Who the fuck is she?" And I wasn't, because I thought she was hot. You know, so I said, I got no problem with you going on. But it was either them being mean to her, or when we were at a party at Ross, Ross's house in L.A., we're out back, and I don't know what the fuck I think she said, I like to drink when I go on stage. I go, so does the audience, or who knows? You know how we are.
How you are. Say you. Don't rope. Rich wants to rope everybody. That's like the fucking thinking of a Nazi, like when he's talking to the tribunals. Well, you know what was going on. We were all doing it. It's like, no, you weren't.
He makes himself feel like a good guy.
Exactly.
Like,
we all do that. We all just attack younger comics. No.
And here's the thing. You're in L.A. so much more than I am, so that show's great for you. And that show right now on the road, the comics that are doing
massive.
The comics that are doing her show are like the hottest comics right now.
I haven't done that in a long time though, because I go out and do Leno, and they fucking give me like 3 days notice.
Well, but so you can't get her.
She's booked me. Like they would give me dates, but it's like you got to book a few weeks in advance. She's not open.
I just don't think I think. I look at Colin. Colin would use anybody. He didn't feel intimidated, or he didn't feel like if somebody was funnier than him, it bothered him. It seems like in her show, she doesn't use a lot of comics that are. I mean, you know what I mean.
Like he's intimidated by you think?
No, that she's not
that
intimidated.
Is what he thinks. This is the conversation he's had with himself in the mirror. She's not.
What's that?
I honestly
not
never
intimidated with me. Just comics that are.
I've never gotten that vibe.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I love the show. I think she's great. I'm not saying that because I don't give a fuck if I do it or not do it. But I think she's good at what she does. I saw Jeff Ross on there, and he would kind of smashed her, and he was never on again. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe she hates me like a lot of people in this business.
Not to interrupt, Rich, but Rich does act like it's an anomaly that somebody doesn't like him. You're mean to everyone. Here's the miracle, that some people do like you.
That's Bonnie told me that too.
That's the amazing. But this is what a fucking sociopath boss is. He actually is like, maybe, like she's, afraid of tough comp. Maybe you were just mean to her, and she's like, fuck that Jew. Why would I give him national exposure? She's the hottest comic in the country. The hottest comic in the country. And I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see a fucking a Jersey act who's not polite to people. You know what I mean? Somebody who's not like a fucking phony nice to people. And she's a tough interview, man. Like when she interviews people, she's going to ask them shit that they don't want to talk about. She's going to. Which is chatting with Richard here. This fucking lunatic really can't believe that certain people don't like him. He really thinks that he's just this scary force.
I didn't say it was a scary force.
That he's beloved.
I didn't say I was beloved. No, listen, I'm a very kind-hearted guy. I will help the next guy out in a second.
If the next guy is lower than you and you can still feel better than him after you help him.
Of course. I try to hold him down as long as I can. I'm almost like a liberal.
Fucking Voss slides in politics.
Getting political. Why do you think people don't like you?
What's that?
Why do you think people don't like you?
Because I don't have fucking time for them. With their little small talk and kissing. What the fuck? When last night at the cellar, someone's there and they're all kissing his ass and all around him and everything.
Who was there?
What do you call it? The head of fucking NBC? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Was he a comedian or a?
Yeah.
What comic?
I don't. It doesn't matter. No,
he didn't know.
And they're all kissing. And
name started with a J?
Probably. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know how people are.
Who is kissing?
But I talk to him on the side.
So he dissed you. And
no, we were talking about.
That he was an ass.
You could say his name. It's like, you're not insulting him. You're not bad mouthing him.
Yeah, I guess certain people don't like to know that they go hang out in certain places.
Oh.
Because they don't want fucking more groupies to come down there.
He's almost never there.
Oh, really?
No. He's talking about John Mayer.
No, I was talking about Jesus.
John gets more pussy. John doesn't hang out there every night. Occasionally, he stops in there once every 2 months when he's around.
Better in a loincloth, too.
He really does. I know Mayer's all cock.
Is he?
He has to be. He's fucking tall with long, giant guitar strumming hands. He's got to be all fucking
Gets
meat.
Hollywood chicks.
Everybody.
Jesus.
That guy, he literally has run through Hollywood with his big guitar playing dick out and fucked everything in Hollywood.
Can you imagine that? I mean, yeah, the top ones in Hollywood.
He just showed up at some bar, like in Meatpacking or something, and just started playing. Just like, hey, I'm going to show up and play. You know he was sitting at home going, I got no pussy here. All my numbers aren't working. Let me just go out, strum my guitar, and I'll bring home some chick from a bar.
How nice is that to know you can do
that
it?
you can just do that whenever you want. Must feel like being a girl.
That's ironic. Him at strumming his guitar in the meatpacking, and he was strumming in his car in the meatpacking. I couldn't get it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow.
It's basically,
meatpacking is your tongue in your mouth.
Wow.
There was,
Here's you can't see Voss's legs, but Voss knew he was on shaky ground to begin with.
He was curling up in the fetal position.
Oh, fuck. You know what's funny, too? I just got up like 15 minutes ago.
Something.
No, I know. I just got up I'm serious, like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And the thing about your scumbag listeners or people in general, or when you call radio, because I got a dumb radio interview later. When you call, they expect you to be, like yesterday I did a radio interview. I swear to God, I was up for maybe 12 minutes. I call. And you know,
They
it's
expect
okay.
a comic to be funny?
Yeah, it's
Why?
like when
Idiots.
No, but here's, not only that, when you have a dentist do surgery on you that's been up for 12 minutes, you know,
Rich, don't really look at your career like a dentist or a doctor.
What I'm saying, militia outfit. What I'm
Ant
saying,
it really is dressed for a good Jew beating, isn't it?
what I'm saying, getting ready for the race wars.
Willing and able, you forgot.
So, you know, it's fucking comedy. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess.
But just watching you lose it on meatpacking. So John Mayer went in the fucking thing and just they hung out. And he's a good dude, man.
He's a real nice guy. He's the nicest guy when you talk to him.
But he doesn't come in there. It's not like you were blowing his spot up because he's gone on stage there. And he was there recently, I think, with his dad for his birthday. They said he was coming in. I wasn't on the show, but John's coming for the next show.
He filmed part of his music video there, performing
right,
on
he
stage.
did.
Yeah.
I feel like do one thing or the other, God damn it. You got, leave some pussy for other people. Was he going to go work at a deli, too, and fuck those poor guys up?
If you play music,
like
you
a
can't
comic
be funny.
Music? No, you can't be.
For the funny people.
You're right. Or if you're funny, you can't really play music.
Right.
Except, unless you're a guitar act.
But he goes on. He fucking goes on. And man, he is. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he was pretty fucking dirty and edgy.
Really?
It wasn't like a John Mayer type of act. It was like he was fucking doing racial material. I was like, really like, all right, at least he's not being a fucking pussy on stage at all. Yeah, he was ballsy on stage. The Post, I think, quoted him, and he was like, ugh, maybe I should be careful. He came in one with a mustache. It was hilarious, not to go on stage, but just because he really gets followed.
Yeah,
and he walked in with a fucking mustache. I was like, God, I would love to be this guy.
He's got like legitimate groupies that just follow him around.
I know. For a while, I was getting fat reality fucking viewers that would come to the show. Hey, can we have a picture together? Can you get your fucking gravy hands off of me? And they're sitting there holding you while their fat friend doesn't know how to work the camera. And the sweat is pouring down off of them onto
Not
you.
exclusive to you.
That's what
Been there. It's called every listener of this show.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm talking about girls, not guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who do you think is fucking asking us for photos?
Yeah.
All
The guys have
Swedish
bigger
models. And they only have one because they have like some kind of a fucking. They had a mastectomy. We have mastectomy males.
Isn't that the worst when the other one can't work the camera? You're like, can you fucking go practice?
It's horrible. And you got to stand there with the dumb smile on your face, holding a sweaty back. And you're just like, oh, come on, take the pic. And you start actually yelling, take the picture. That's got to make the person feel good.
I fucking yell at him.
I want to get away from this person as quickly as possible.
I go, this isn't a fucking photo shoot. Take the picture
You
already.
always have to have your camera fucking ready. There's no.
Well, Jimmy, you're a professional.
Yeah, but there's no reason to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to get a really good picture, you have to fucking have a...
Is that the one you posted?
It is.
Is that Kevorkian?
Yes.
Where the hell was Jack Kevorkian.
Maybe he was,
put his career to rest.
I liked his Twitter last night.
What?
Making an appointment for his chick.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear him making an appointment for my girl.
It was me and Jack Kevorkian.
Jack Kevorkian.
Yeah.
Was, I honestly wasn't even sure if he was out of prison.
Is he out of prison, or is that before? He
No,
went?
Jimmy.
No,
was-
I went to jail. I'm his lawyer.
I said, was it before he went there?
No. That was yesterday. We had an appeal, so I flew out to Michigan and we were in court. We took a quick picture of my sweatshirt. That was yesterday. I don't want to blow it, but I guess I don't know if they've announced it or not, so I don't want to.
Oh,
Well,
he
it was
doing
very
something
it was-
here.
Yeah, it was very
Okay.
hush hush when it happened. So,
Oh, okay.
Like nobody knew about it, and people were panicking who thought they should have known about it.
Wow.
Okay, well, is there any way people? How about for the next break? Can somebody find out if it's okay? Because I would love to say it properly.
I'll text Eric so he can.
Yeah. Because I would love to say talk about it in a very positive way. I didn't see anything. You know what I mean?
Did you? Did you talk to him at all?
Very briefly, I was introduced to him, and he was very nice. And
Did you just say murderer?
Yeah, murderer. I'm like, I would love. I asked them as they were leaving. I'm like, well, you guys, are you going to be around? Because this was yesterday late. I was here doing the Raw Dog show, and I happened to see him.
Mm-hmm. Get out. Do you think he's coming tomorrow night to the Treehouse to see me in Danbury and in
I hope
Stratford?
so.
Yes.
I
think
box.
he'll be outside for audience members who want to sign up for his service. No, he's going back today, unfortunately. I would love to talk to him. I don't know what time he's going back. He might have morning press elsewhere, but I asked if he was available for us to get today. Mm-hmm. And the guy he was with goes, no, he's just, I think he's got shit to do. It was
How
last
come
minute.
it wasn't a big news story that he got out?
It was.
It was? No.
Pacino just played him.
Yeah.
Pacino just played him.
Voss just said not on the internet.
Yeah, not on the internet.
Why? It wasn't big on the internet?
Hold on. Can somebody fucking Google Jack Kevorkian?
It wasn't front page on MSN at all. Okay.
Who uses MSN, that shitty site? Who uses them?
I know one person, and you're sitting across from him. What's a front page to any of them are all the same?
God.
What?
Here's the second post. The first one is Jack Kevorkian Wikipedia. The second one is Kevorkian released from prison after 8 years.
Okay, but it wasn't front page.
And it comes from MSNBC.
What day was it on? What day did this
The day it
happen?
happened.
June 1st, 2007.
Oh, I was on the road.
Unfortunately, not splattered under a bus.
I don't like your jabs. You're not a nice
you're
person.
right. You're right. I apologize, Rich. Why? Walk in here just full of
Piss and vinegar?
Venom.
Unbelievable. Listen why I love Ant, because I was doing a little fucking last night, and before I went to bed, I saw this on my phone. I saw a missed FaceTime request from Anthony.
Yeah.
So I figured he hit the wrong one with his fucking big hawk.
No.
But it was so funny. I'm like, I would have picked up and just fucking FaceTimed them.
I wanted to FaceTime you.
What's FaceTime?
What's FaceTime?
What's FaceTime? I mean, come on.
This is, the latest thing. I heard you talking about the iPhone.
Yeah.
A little bit. I picked it up yesterday. Love it.
Yeah, me too, man.
Love it. This FaceTime thing is ridiculous.
What the fuck is FaceTime?
It's the future. It's video. It's a video phone that you just you call somebody, and instead of just hitting call, you hit FaceTime, and if they have a like phone, the iPhone, you just sit there talking to them and look at their video.
You need Wi-Fi, though. You can't do it on 3G, right?
Right. For now.
At this moment, right? Exactly, Sam. Thank you.
It's
because a lot
almost
of
like
people are
Skype.
In a way.
Almost. I know. He's
Pretty
right.
soon, Oprah's going to say we have them on Face Phone.
But it's it's face phone.
Face phone.
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Face phone.
Whatever.
Give me a little FaceTime.
That's how he remembers how to talk on the phone. He just says face phone.
Face phone.
He leaves them both towards each other, head down, phone up, until they meet.
Well, yeah, I was just face phoning. I wanted to face phone people.
Can we go back to Norton falling flat on that one again?
Oh, damn. Now you're being mean.
I'm not afraid to bomb once in a while, Rich.
Is that the...
your fucking 8 gig iPhone?
Is that your old iPhone?
It's
Look
awful.
at that thing.
Listen, the fact that I got this, I
God.
stepped up. Okay.
Yesterday's
Did you?
news.
I think.
Just step up to the ledge of the
Listen
Empire
to me.
State.
Can you tell fucking Coffee Boy to shut his mouth when we're talking?
Damn, Sam
I'm
just got
trying
owned.
to
Owned.
add some sound to the program.
Is that what you're
A
doing?
full
Your
body-
sound should be
yeah.
when you're bent over, squealing as you're getting rammed by the fucking host. Now shut your mouth. Jesus.
Ooh, I kind of like the way that ended, though.
I do too.
Oh.
I don't mind Sam getting fucked, but if it's one of us fucking him, I'm completely for it.
And here's how incredibly stupid a lot of our listeners are. I twittered right after I got my iPhone, and if I could pop it up here, yeah, I twittered about my new iPhone, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. That's how, by the way, whenever we look for things on our phone, it's a way of stalling when we talk slow. And I was
And
looking
what
at, as we're hitting.
did at the time was pressed buttons.
Are you, dude,
I'm doing now.
I'm blown away by like how much this is so much better than the last one. Like it's fucking. I don't want to keep rambling about the iPhone. It's not an Apple commercial, but god damn it, I fucking like
It really is a good one.
Was there
Yeah.
a phone in between this one and that one even?
Which one is that, Rich?
This is
that 3G or 3GS?
The StarTAC.
Oh, this is,
Pebble.
You're right. You know what? This might be 3G because it was like 6 months ago I got it, I think.
It could be 3GS.
Yeah, if you got it
Danny,
6
can you look
months
at his
ago,
phone
it's
and see how?
3G,
Danny could tell. Watch him just wipe out all his data. Factory. Do factory reset. That will show you. If it fucking. That will show you if it's good.
While you're looking, here is how dumb our listeners can be. The first thing I tweeted was, it was supposed to say, first tweet from my new iPhone. I'm so excited. This phone rules. It's all mine, suckers. Ha. Now, I would never tweet something as stupid as that.
Right.
But I tweeted, fist tweet from my no iFan. Ein so exted. This foam riddles. It's all mime suchers. Everything's spelt wrong. Like, obviously, I get a new iPhone, and I make it seem like it's all fucked up because I can't type anything right. People actually thought the iPhone sucked because it wasn't correcting my every word is wrong spelling. Like, oh, I have a BlackBerry with a broken keyboard, and at least that can spell.
Spelled every single word wrong.
Oh, yeah?
It's not the best joke ever, but you know what? It's a little visual text joke.
I actually thought, as you were saying that it was an accident, but you had your fingers off one key, and then it just sent. Like, you know, your fingers, like, instead of where your fingers would be, they were off one key, and it just sent.
And I actually thought.
would have corrected, I think.
Do you know how much that hurts? I'm as dumb as they are.
Yeah, see, you're stupid, too.
I would have done the same thing. Dude, your
And I
keyboard's
actually
fucked
thought
up.
over everyone's head.
I actually thought when you were saying
genius.
that.
Yes, Rich Voss?
Nothing. The joke was 3 fucking tries ago.
What was it? We didn't hear it. Is that and Danny? What kind of phone does he have?
It's. I think it's just 3G. It's not DS. It's not
He's
DS.
got this like wrap on it that he won't take off. So
No, I don't have a wrap on it. It's just a thing. Didn't you have the old
in a
Didn't
sarcophagus.
you have the old 3G SS?
Oh, there you go. Nazi joke. All right.
That wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
no, I don't mind a good Nazi joke every minute. No, I really like it. Jason Bateman. Did you talk anything about that? Jason Bateman at the Apple Store?
Yes, Sam
Getting a little
mentioned
bit
they
of a
were
jam up.
booing him.
They booed him because an Apple employee went out, saw him online, and escorted him inside. And he was summarily booed by the other people that had to wait for hours, I gather.
Yeah.
Did you get-
On the other hand,
I got taken care of too.
did you?
If I
isn't
didn't
it
have an
great?
issue, they might not have. But I think the management felt
Oh,
bad.
an issue?
Not with the phone, but with the pre-order.
With childhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with my neighbor.
Do you have the iPad yet?
I ordered it, but it hasn't come yet because they're on back order. I think I'm going to get it in 2014. So you have
You
Chinese
must have
kids that
it.
make $1 an hour. Will you fucking work those
know.
little cocksuckers harder?
Burn their little fingers off soldering. Come on, hurry.
Oh, look, he cleans the munitions with his little fingers.
Yeah, I got it. I like it a lot. I didn't think it was going to be of any use to me. I thought I have a MacBook Air. I was like, all right, you just flip the notebook open and you do whatever you're going to do on the iPad. But then I got one sent to me by the lovely people at Mohegan Sun.
Oh.
Yeah, yes. And it's great. You just have it there. It's like sitting on a table. Now I sound like Bobby Kelly. Dude, it's just sitting on the table. You pick it up. Boom. You're online. But it is. You don't have to It seems like a laptop isn't that much of a problem to flip a laptop open and power it up. But to just have it on a table like a book or a newspaper or something where you could just pick it up, turn it on, and you're reading the news, you're reading any website, shit like that. There are plenty of apps.
Stupid Bobby's like, and in the car, it's the best navigation system.
All right,
like
now that's stupid.
He's setting it up as his GPS in the car.
It's not the best nav.
Just get a TomTom is great for that, or every new car has it built in. But I can't imagine that thing. Step on the brake too hard, it just falls on the floor. What are you doing?
I told you we had a gig in Florida. I was doing the Improv, and the guy had an iPhone with him, and he was trying to use the navigation on that to take us to morning radio. We're doing 65, and he's scrolling on the phone. I'm like, what are we doing?
That doesn't work. That's just dangerous.
And by the way, it's okay to say? Okay. Yeah. I didn't want to blow it because, we love Ron and Fez. I met him because Ronnie was interviewing him, and they're a dedicated show, and they stayed late. And Ron is a fucking masterful interviewer. So Ron's interview with Jack Kevorkian will be on today, I think at 1 o'clock on Ron and Fez. Yeah, but I didn't want to say that in case however they was doing it. But I'm glad to say it, because listen to it, because Ron goes, you got to hear it. He's great.
Did he wire him up to Fez? That's what Ronnie was doing.
But if there's anybody you want to hear interview Ron, it would be I would want to hear me do it because I'm selfish and want to meet him. But aside from that, I would love to hear Ron do it.
Ronnie Bennington, anyone, comic or a guy that has killed people.
It's one guy kills people for real. One guy kills people doing jokes and stuff.
Yeah, Chip. It actually makes sense.
Chip gets loud though when he gets eager. When he
very
really has a home run.
Starts stumbling on words.
A home run.
Because he knows on some level that he bombs, but when he knows a home run is coming, he fucking forces it.
And he doesn't want anyone stepping on him, so he really starts yelling.
He just jumps in there with fucking all with vigor.
Ugh. Is Colin coming in?
He is. Colin will be here probably in a little over an hour. Oh, we get that testicle thing today.
Yeah. What's that? I gotta go shave.
Oh, Rich.
Were you doing a balls on your chin joke, perhaps? I have no idea.
No, my ass.
Rich goes, my nose is starting to get really stuffed because I took Afrin last night.
Oh, why?
It's wearing off.
Because I just quick fix stuff.
I know. I couldn't sleep.
Every doctor says it's the worst thing for you.
And they're right. 4 to 5 days. I know. And I agree with them.
It was
worse than like heroin?
What's that?
Worse than heroin? Every doctor says it's the worst thing for you.
Yeah, I know people that were sucking dick for Afrin.
For Afrin?
Yes.
Maybe I was going to suck a dick last night, and I wanted to clear up my nose with Afrin so I could breathe because it was a big one. Today's menu. By the way, Steve just handed us his own personal lunch menu, which all he did was write Opie and Anthony Testicle Fest on top of it.
Yes.
Today's menu, lamb balls, veal balls, bull balls, duck balls, lamb fries with risotto and garlic, the veal balls marsala with parmigiano polenta, bull ball schnitzel with, what's that, spetzel?
I don't know. Spetzel.
And vinegar sauce, duck fries with papillardi, fava, asparagus, and summer black truffle. Fries is the industry term for anything, including testicles, as an ingredient. Oh, okay.
Really?
They're cooking that shit here?
Okay. So all right. That explains a lot. Right. When I said, what are you doing? And you said, I'm shoving fries into my face. Sorry, Steve. Oh, shit. Swim walk.
I'm not gay.
I have a fries war helmet.
That's only half of the supply will be prepared like that.
Of course, there's 2 balls.
No. Well,
I thought you meant
exactly.
Silly me.
Right.
This actually is, wow, it sounds delicious.
Doesn't it?
If it wasn't balls. I mean, if it was chicken or a lamb chop or steak, sounds great. But the fact that it's balls, I can't imagine. Who is eating this, by the way?
Eric.
Really? Iraq will be eating this?
But half of the movie...
Not just me. It's just you.
Yeah, well, for you, it's you right now. I'm waiting on the okay to see if we can have anybody else do it.
I would not. I would admit it's food.
Well,
it's cooked.
It's
deliciously.
It's cooked. Half of them will be prepared like this.
Oh,
Other half.
Yeah, just fried up in a pan.
No.
Will be stuck through a hole.
Boiled.
Just boiled balls.
Boiled balls.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
Where's an intern?
Can we break? Because I gotta piss desperately, and I want to eat my. Big Boy has oatmeal.
Oh.
And I'd like to have my oatmeal with my blueberries.
Right.
And all right, so we'll get back, and I guess a few. Is that cool?
Yes, absolutely. Can't
And,
wait till Colin gets here.
I meant
we
to
all have fun.
I meant to watch your video again yesterday, but I forgot. The fucking.
Yeah, I have an idea for a new one because I'm just going to continue the karaoke and guns kind of topic. It's great. It's fun. Just get up on stage with high-powered weapons and sing karaoke. For the most part, very sensitive, loving songs. It just looks odd. Really does. And I think I might have miscredited Colin Quinn with the idea when it may have been Lewis Black.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
We should do
but
some
someone
research.
called me out and said, Anthony, you've credited Colin Quinn with saying that I ought to do this, and it might have been Lewis Black.
Can I say, because I was here when Lewis was,
Yeah.
if I said it, not Lewis, I'm suing you.
Wow.
for
Wow.
pilfering an idea.
If I have to change the subject line on my video, I'll be very upset. See?
Oh my God! Look at that.
Dude, that's a real gun.
No, I was talking about the painting on it. Look at that fucking
That's
gun.
a
What is
real
it?
50 cal that sits on his kitchen table.
Yes, it sits up on the island there,
The
pointing
island.
at the back door, just in case.
Where did it all go wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with that. Look,
yes, there is.
Dude,
wonderful.
What should be happening is this. As this is happening in the back, it should be a montage of your life. And
Yeah.
some older man pushing a young afro into a pillow.
I am seriously thinking about green screening the back, and then I could drop in some fun little video clips behind me.
Maybe you up in a treehouse or taking
Yeah.
a shower with your brother and dad.
Exactly. That's why I'm holding on to that unnecessary weapon.
Is that like a? I know this is dumb because I don't
No,
know
it's
guns.
okay.
Is that like a machine gun or automatic or what?
No, automatic's not allowed.
It's
a
not?
semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic.
So as fast as you pull the trigger, there's 10
They keep
rounds
coming?
in it.
Only 10 though?
Yeah, but it's
Only
the
10.
The round is about 5 inches long. It's a giant bullet. That
It's a
goes in
javelin.
It's a 50
It's
caliber.
like
Yeah.
cock.
It's giant.
This is what you should be singing with this. You'll never hurt me again.
Just try it.
Should we,
Yeah,
I got pissed badly.
we'll take a break and be back in seconds.
Back soon.
Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Ah, yes. A year ago today. It was a year ago
Wow.
today we lost. We lost the king of pop, Michael Jackson. And little children were able to come out of their homes looking around doorways. Is it safe? Is my little pee-pee safe?
Hiney's all over, relax.
Sphincter muscles loosened.
Breathe a sigh of relief. The Ian special's on tonight, too, I think.
Oh, really?
The Ian
Ian
Halpern special on TV Guide. Yes, sir.
We have a caller on the hotline.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes, caller.
Yeah, hi, boys. Looking good.
Oh, hey, Jay.
Oh, look at who it is. Jay Moore. Hi, Jay.
Hey, my wife had an interesting question. Why do they still call him Blanket?
Why am I fucking him?
Oh, Jesus. Rich Voss, ladies and gentlemen. Rich Voss.
Is that really Voss?
It is. Yes.
I saw your Comedy Central special. It was very good, Richie.
Thank you. Which one?
The one where you were complaining about your coffee maker in your room.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of it was about, like, shitty hotels. You kind of outed yourself as a middle.
Thank you. Thank you. That would be co-middle.
She goes, did you try plugging it in with the cord? No, I thought that was a pull start.
Thank you. Thank you.
Funny.
I have another one coming out in the fall.
Oh, do you?
It'll be my fourth. Yeah, you're on it, stupid. It's called Comics Anonymous.
It was nice that you decided to close your big special with a joke about jism floating towards you.
Very good.
My wife just said, it's a classic, honey.
What did she say about Michael Jackson's kid? You were starting that.
She goes, he's dead. Why do they still call him fucking Blanket? Like, call him Jeff or Mike, whatever.
Yeah, because that was like Michael Jackson's curse that he called him Blanket. Yeah, call the kid, give him a regular name. Let him grow up normal now.
Isn't his name Prince too? Like his kid is Prince, and he's a weird.
Prince too.
It is Prince too, right?
Yeah, I think it's actually his name is George Foreman. Hey-o!
Hey-o! Boy, Jay, you certainly stirred things up between us and the Iron Sheik.
Wow, yes.
Fuck, make you humble, 10-inch cock. I didn't know how his closing wrestling move was just fucking railing everyone's assholes open.
Yeah, that seems...
10-inch cock, make you fuck humble.
He had been doing that gag for a while, and every time he's been on our show, he's unloaded like that. So you calling him out was kind of funny, just going back and forth. And he got so pissed off, and just, well, as opposed to pissed on last time he was on the show.
Pissed on?
Pissed on, I piss on you. That he got all pissed and fucking just walked out.
The best is on YouTube. Bill Burr's face, just looking at the fucking Opie flip phone, like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, I just saw Bill Burr in Brooklyn's Finest. He did a hell of a job.
Is he in that? I have that movie.
He's got a big part, Jimmy.
I didn't know that. Now I'm bothered. I don't want to see my friend doing a good job in a movie.
Yeah, he's just a regular cop. It's good.
And he does a good job? Wow. I can see
I
that.
thought it was a pull start.
Oh, he's still on the line?
Yes.
Oh, hey, I didn't know. How you been, man?
I've been good, brother. Where are you working now? Vinny's, Uncle Chucky's? What is it?
Oh, really?
This weekend?
No, I'm at Comics. I'm getting people there. When did you cancel it?
Rich.
Yeah, like 30 people.
Shut up.
That's because I don't pay for the room, Rich.
Shut up. Yeah, really?
You're going to take that?
Shut up. Shut up.
Jay, Rich is going to be at the Treehouse June 26th at 8 p.m. in Danbury, Connecticut.
Watching Anthony get raped.
At a treehouse.
A Treehouse.
That's what I just... Yeah.
I'll suck your cock.
That's what...
He's doing the tree fort for the Lords. The gang.
Richard Voss.
By the way, I was telling my girlfriend about my gang when I was in and how we were called the Lords.
God.
And she was really embarrassed for me.
You were in a gang?
Where's Greg Hughes?
Yeah. He's sick today.
Yeah.
He's got a case of the old, I got nothing.
I don't think he's been sleeping much. I don't know if he's sleeping through the night yet. I think he's kind of getting like halfway there.
Yeah,
So I
the
think-
parenthood thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? I got a baby. I sleep. Let the fucking broad take care of it. That's your job. You're a bitch. Take care of the baby. I'm going to fucking work.
Well, you're a man.
No wonder your marriage went so well.
Yeah.
Ass.
These fucking broads, they want you to do everything. Bring home fucking cash, take care of the baby. What the fuck?
I thought it was a pull start.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm just going to say that all day.
I know.
Okay, enough
That is
already.
a fucking great joke. Is that bacon or turkey bacon?
Ooh.
Huh? Turkey bacon.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. I love turkey bacon.
I don't eat red meat unless it's cut. Nothing on
Well,
that
it's
one.
a fucking great show.
I'm just trying to. We just stared at Rich, not understanding the joke there. What was that? I don't eat red meat.
He was
unless
saying
it's-
cocks.
Cocks.
It was a cock joke.
Oh,
See?
oh.
If you maybe keep up.
Well,
Keep
why
up.
is it dick red meat?
The good head? It's
An
red.
Indian.
It's an Indian. Yeah, that's it.
Rich, have fun. Good job at the treehouse this weekend. Jimmy, where will you be?
I'm nowhere this weekend. I'm just doing the Borgata July 2-3, but I got nothing this weekend. I'm just hanging out. I might go see Colin's show.
Where's Chip Chipperson this weekend?
I'm going to be all over the place, Jay. My nickname when I was a kid was Maps Chipperson, you know?
Maps.
Well, like I said, more importantly, where's that anal rapist wrestler going to be?
Fuck you. You take my 10-inch cock. Yeah, he was.
Has that always been his go-to? Like, I'll fuck your ass, make you humble. I saw him on YouTube talking about Brian Blair and fucking Hulk Hogan. Fuck Brian Blair and his ass, fucking 10-inch cock.
Yeah, he really seems to like that fucking people in order to humble them.
Hey, Jay.
I got a birthday coming up.
You got a birthday coming up?
Well, August 23rd is my birthday. I'm giving you guys a lot of leadway. You can get Camel Clutch and a fucking 10-inch cock up my fucking ass with the chomp one.
Was the Camel Clutch like a fucking move, Sam?
The
Sam
Camel
Roberts?
Clutch, I mean, you mount the back, so if you back up a little bit, you could insert the cock in
He
the
would
ass,
put his cock.
Yeah.
For my 35th birthday, my wife says, "What do you want?" I go, "You know that lady China, the wrestler?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "I want her to come over to the house."
Really?
Why?
Because it was like being a dick, just making stupid shit up. Oh, ding dong, honey, someone's at the door for you. Hi, it's Johnny. How are you?
Did you just say your 35th
Joni
birthday?
Lauer shows up, and then my wife was making breakfast, and she says, "Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say. China, can I make you some eggs?" And she just fucking sat there on my couch, and it was like this incredibly uncomfortable thing where we all just sat there realizing the only reason she was there is because she was a freak, and for $2,000 she'd in your house too.
With her giant clit?
Oh, I love her big clit.
It's huge.
I really do.
Did you see it, Jay? You ever see her clit?
No.
It's online. It's not like, I meant live. You could just look at it and see pictures and see it. It's the size of like a thumb. No, huh? Guess not. Have I offended? Have I offended Jay Moore?
No, my phone was crapping out.
Talking about China's giant thumb-sized clitoris?
No, I loved it.
Yeah.
My phone was crapping out, but I want to let you guys get back to Rich Voss questioning what type of sausage and bacon is in the house.
Hey, Jay, have you watched the new season yet?
The new season of what, Rich?
Last Comic.
Oh, I watched a little bit of it. I like that ventriloquist dummy that had its own ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. There's been some funny people on it.
Oh, somebody's doing that gag?
Andy Kindler, and I like the judges they have.
Yeah.
People that have gone on record as loathing Last Comic Standing.
What two judges do you like?
I like them all. I like that all three at some point had something shitty to say about the show, and then they get a little taste of network money, and they're like, "Oh no, I've always loved the show."
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
Natasha Leggero, her whole act is like that she's supposed to be like an aristocrat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that's the case, wash your fucking hair.
Who's that?
Natasha Leggero.
Leggero.
Like she doesn't even have like fucking conditioned hair. She's wearing like those gloves and acting like Cruella de Vil on stage. She's doing jokes about like, ugh, poor people. I'm like, bitch, look at your hair. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look, you're noticing hairstyles though on
that?
comics.
Greg Robinson's doing a good job though. I mean, I think
Yeah.
they got good comics. That guy Eddie Feldman, he's fucking hilarious. When they advanced into the quarterfinals or whatever, I don't know how they work it now. But
Yeah.
he goes, "I'm glad I advanced because ever since I got into comedy, my goal was to defeat other comics."
That's a good line.
DiStefano is pretty fucking
Is he
funny.
doing well?
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Just another network thing that passed me by.
Oh, really?
Jimmy, you know what's hilarious is like when people like Paula Bell don't make it, and you're like, "Oh, that must have been humiliating."
Right.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's got to be tough, dude. Jim David. Sometimes they don't understand how funny these. Jim David would be fucking because he's nuts, but he's a funny comic, and he would be really funny in the house.
There's no house. It's just they're trying to do like Idol. They're trying to compete.
Oh, there's no house.
No house.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It's not like
Talk to him. You talk to him, he'll kill me.
They have to do they have to keep up with like what's current in reality.
Well-
it was the house thing for a long time, being kicked out of the house.
Well, the difference between
didn't work with
Last Comic, and here's the difference between Last Comic and Idol. See, you could grab somebody off their sofa or out of their house, and they could sing their ass off. They could be great. They could go on Idol and go, "Holy fuck, this guy can win. He's never sang in a club." You can't do that with comedy. Comedy, you have to be doing it at least 10 years.
You have to had worked
at least 10 years to be. You can't just grab somebody up and go, "Be funny."
Right.
It's impossible.
Hold on, I got another call. It's that fan.
That's real. What did you order?
How fucking quick is
All right,
Rich?
gentlemen, I gotta go back to bed.
All
right, go sleepy. Thanks
Good
for
night, gentlemen.
thanks for destroying our relationship with the Iron Sheik, by the way.
Start sucking each other's dick just yet, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
See you, man.
Jay Moore. There he goes. I'm kind of happy about that whole Iron Sheik thing. I was getting a little tired of
Exactly.
tired of him.
Cares?
Like, what were we going to do with him? He would have just talked about his cook, his 10-inch cook, and humbling, and all right.
I'm going to wrestle. I love to wrestle with the garden. We get
Madison
it.
Square Garden, the greatest city in the world. All right.
Roman Greco.
He walked out. He got mad. I mean, it doesn't even seem he's coherent enough to get mad or know what's going on.
He's what?
He could even grasp what's going on.
Yeah.
I said coherent. There's nothing. Is that wrong? Coherent? What?
That's when two herons share something.
What is it?
Don't even answer him.
Coherent.
Coherent.
No, just
coherent is actually right.
You went this far saying it that way. You might as well just live out the rest of your life saying it the same way.
I was speaking at a comedy school last week, and
What?
I was getting.
What were you doing?
I was in Minneapolis. So for the week before, I'm in Vegas, and Louis Anderson calls me. And
you want your cock sucked?
I know. And I'm saying to myself, because it could be in Vegas, it could be any fucking impressionist calling. I go, who is this? Right? So they do this thing.
Don't hang up. It's Jerry Langford.
It's really me.
We call the third cameraman Helen Keller. His favorite color is plaid. Yeah, King Comedy. I'm sorry there.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, of course it is.
Rupert Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Mr. Pumpkin.
Rupert Pumpkin.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. So they do this.
Look at how much food is on the mic for Rich talking.
Oh, my God. Rich. It's a buffet on his
There's
microphone.
hunks of food. All right, so what are you saying, Dollface? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, so they have some kind of like crash comedy course. I just spit some. I thought you wanted some corn muffins.
No, it's like talking. It's like talking to someone who's throwing corn muffin in a fan.
That's like it's Gallagher 3.
All right, so they wanted some unexperienced comedian to talk.
Yeah, these kids come in and they have some crash comedy thing and this and that, and I'm fucking, and you go over their act. I go, I'm not going over your fucking acts. I go, in 2 years it won't be the same, and half of you are going to quit to begin with in a year, So I sat there for like 6 hours, 7 hours. It was fun though. There was some funny
6 or 7 hours.
Well, I got paid. I wouldn't do it for free.
Good money?
Huh?
Good money?
Yeah, it was not bad.
Who comes to you with a deal like that?
Well, because they have this course. I don't know what they call it.
I mean, who approaches you with that? Is it?
Louis Anderson called me because he runs him and Kyle Cease run the school, right? They travel around the country and I forget. I know, and there's guys that are like 60 years old. They want to start. Really? Do you understand? It takes by the time you get semi-funny, you're going to be doing it on a respirator. Okay. Did I say that one wrong too?
But unfortunately, you did convey that fucking heartless cocksucker thought. Guy wants to just, he's had his whole life wanting to be a comedian. He finally gets up the chutzpah. How about you just be supportive and go? Maybe he's not going to become the next whatever, but
worked his whole life, wants to just pursue a dream now,
and just enjoy himself a little.
Yeah, really good. Dream in another profession. Okay. Did you see Chips Cooney on fucking America's Got Talent?
I was so happy for Chips.
Know.
Is he still in it?
Huh? I don't know. I just know he made it to Vegas. He's going to Vegas.
I love Chips. I was so happy for him. They'll probably fly him first class and treat him good.
Yeah.
Of course, that British guy is such a cornball.
Oh, that cocksucker.
Oh, he's trying so hard to be the snarky British guy.
Yeah.
It's like if you can't see how funny Chips was, you dumb motherfucker.
No, he smashed his comedy. Like, you know what?
He's a corny, fake, ironic cunt.
Mm-hmm. When the other comic, they were booing some kid?
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
All right, you saw it, right?
The guy's a cunt.
Oh, that's
Comics
so
always
tough.
get booed.
To me, there's something dishonest about it. It's like, at least when Simon would badmouth somebody, you know he was a guy who really knew music.
Yes.
And he was being honest and, being a little cunty. But this guy just seems like, oh, I get it. He's the guy that does this.
Well, that's the whole thing about that show. It's like when you got American Idol, it's people singing, and you get people that are judging that, I guess, know singing and the industry. But America's Got Talent, how can the judge something as subjective as comedy?
Yeah.
Like, and sit there like like you said, the English guy just going, oh, I don't find it funny. Well, you might not find it funny, but it could be hysterical funny. Like, I don't think he's the guy that should be judging comedy.
No, he's a prick.
Yeah.
He's a dick. He really is. He's fucking,
So we're talking about Chips. Oh, the comedy school. I'd love to do that. I'd love to talk to the fucking students.
Really?
Do they fly you out?
Well, I was in Minneapolis. They were doing it there, but they're going to be doing it around the country.
No.
Huh?
That's a no.
I would talk to them.
Yeah, I'm sure they would fly you out.
Yeah, were they just captivated? Were they listening, like all intent?
I only talked in the beginning. I talked up front, and I kind of, I think right before, then we break out in groups, and
sounds like work.
It was fun though. You go, they get on stage and they do a few minutes in front of you. And the whole time I'm thinking, would I fuck her?
Oh, really?
Of course.
I'm a teacher. Let's try to get something out of this.
You are a teacher. That's frightening right there.
Well, I guess I know. It's like the blind, really leading the blind around,
I had there's nothing better than scratching that fucking hemorrhoid. Feeling how
Can
good
I tell you,
feels.
the inside of my asshole lately has been, it's been fucking Itch Fest 2010. Does a Roy itch in your asshole?
Does it itch? Holy shit, it's like a real small cock. Really? That's all? Come on.
I don't know, dude. I don't get them that much.
How did you get it?
I don't know.
Do you know how you got it?
No, I didn't ask. What brought you on? And it emailed me an answer.
Where'd you come from?
Your 45-minute shits didn't help. All the blood being forced into your little hiney.
I think it's from like straining when you're going to the
really?
to the bathroom. Yeah, like if you're straining do you push a lot, Rich?
Huh?
Do you push a lot when you're trying to take a dump?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sometimes. Well, yeah. I mean, like this one today's is going to be a nice flow.
Really?
Yeah.
You're expecting a good one?
What are you kidding me? The
Roy's going to ruin it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Some blocks. There's a lot of blockage with me.
You get a lot of blockage? See, that's what it is. You're probably pushing hard to get it out.
Yeah. You don't drink enough water.
Giving
you fucking
birth.
solid little rock duties.
Oh, yeah. Oh, water's good for that? I think water's overrated. I'm not for the whole water thing already.
You mean the thing we need second to air to live?
More important, you can survive a lot longer without food than water. I can't believe you think that water does help hydrate you well, and you can take a nice shit.
Overrated.
Lubes everything up.
Yeah. Keeps everything moving along,
Yeah,
as
so
they
does
say.
a $1.99 jar of fucking Vaseline. That lubes it up too, baby-o.
Baby-o.
Voss just likes to be argumentative. Like, he's shit-talking water.
Yeah, he's that guy that just has to take the opposing view no matter what it is.
Yeah, I like I won't let them push water on me.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're right. I didn't have anything. No, I mean, like when I say you got to drink this much water a day.
Yeah, you're supposed to
If
drink
you put some lemons in it, does that count? For real. Not lemonade. Like, say you squeeze some lemons in it.
I would believe that would count.
Okay, then what the fuck? How about a little coffee? You throw a little coffee in your water.
No, that doesn't count. That's coffee.
Caffeine.
If you say you were, and this is for real, and I don't want to sound dumb, so I won't talk.
And just, leave the building.
Exactly.
Say you were on a boat and you needed water to survive, and you had coffee. Would that?
How would you have coffee?
Coffee makes you thirsty, dude.
With no water. I mean, just not water.
No, with water.
I
mean, you don't have straight up water.
You had
a bunch of pre-made coffee there.
Because that's how we all go fishing, with a big barrel of chock full of nuts in case we want coffee, the high seas.
What are the things you could add to water and it's still has
with
the
fucking
effect of
bricks tied
water?
around your neck? What a dumb scenario. What if you were on the ocean and your boat anchor broke and there was only marmalade in a barrel? Could you still reproduce? What? Terrible.
Little childlike questions you have.
Do you
I love the questions though.
do you
They're great.
dream, do you ever think, okay, if I was stranded on a boat, would I rather have 3 packs of turkey jerky or what's your survival? Your canned tuna. What do you think?
I try not to go that
I'd rather have
far
a
out,
helicopter fly to land.
Lifeboat,
you don't think
something.
of survival?
Not on a boat. Usually any survival scenarios I have, usually it's on land, post-apocalyptic, maybe zombie invasion. Maybe, that war. That's usually my survival scenarios. Never stranded at sea. That'd be horrid. When you see when you see shows where people are stranded on a little lifeboat or something, and the camera's always right there with them on the boat, so you don't get that whole image that they're just a speck in this giant wasteland of we can't find you.
That's the fucking worst. And then your soccer ball floats away.
Yes, you get very disappointed. It's just when there have been movies where they've pulled virtually pulled a virtual camera out and shown just this raging ocean and just a little dot, and you realize, how do they find anybody that is stranded at sea? It's got to be the most horrible thing, thinking how alone and just unfindable you are. Oh, no, I don't fantasize about that.
Have you seen the movie Open Water?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
What's that?
Isn't that terrible?
I want to see that. Is that sharks?
It's where they go scuba diving and then the boat leaves them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That true story?
Yeah, they said it was based on a true story.
Yeah, it was based.
I want to see. Don't tell me the X. I actually want to see it. I remember hearing about that.
That's 4 years old.
Yeah, it's an
now,
old
so-
movie.
Yeah,
But
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that I didn't see it.
there was a show called I Survived.
Yes.
And one of the people that they focused on. Well, yes.
It's good. Sometimes they show the tattoos.
They had a couple of divers, a man and a woman. I guess.
Yes, I saw that one.
It's who I think it's what Open Water was based on, because it's a man and a woman.
Yes.
They go diving, and the boat, and it looked like why would you go scuba diving in this place? These people that took them out looked like they had no clue what they were doing. The boat drifted away, maybe a couple of 100 yards, and they popped their heads up. And the way the sun was positioned, the people on the boat could not see them. And they realized that they had to get back because they were running out of fuel as they went moseying around trying to find them. And these people are just bobbing in the water, watching the boat go away, not knowing if they were coming back, how they would find them. And they had to sit there overnight, and sharks come cruising. And it just seemed like a horrid thing. They had to swim for land. And they finally got up to land, and the waves are crashing on the rocks, and they were ready to swim in and just get chewed up by the rocks when a boat showed up, and they waved to them and
Did they get
dragged
bitten
them on
by
board.
sharks?
No, sharks were coming right near them though. It was very, very harrowing. I don't think they got bit though.
Oh, so you're saying?
Yeah, I was saying.
Oh, I
it was
see what
very
you're saying.
frightening.
I thought
Just
you were
scary.
explaining the movie to him.
No, that was the real one, the I Survived. There's also that chick that got abducted when she was a young teen, and the guy cut her arms off.
Oh, Helena?
What? No. Boxing.
Oh, fucking Patricia Cakes.
No, not. Thank you. Not Patty Cakes. Patricia Cakes. And Jimmy was so happy with that one too. Patricia Cakes. Oh my God!
What happened to this fucking
There was a
girl?
girl that was hitchhiking, and it was her last time hitchhiking.
Sure was. Get that toe up.
She was hitchhiking, and a guy picked her up in a van. She gets in the van, and the guy just proceeds to smash her over the head with like a sledgehammer. Hit her with a sledgehammer in the head, and then dragged her out of the van. They're
Yeah, but
standing
you
on the
didn't
side
say
of the
what
road.
led up to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how she reached out that fucking arm and tried turning off the station he was listening to.
Oh,
And
well,
then-
then she deserved it.
She sure did.
Patricia Cakes. And he made her stand outside the van and put her hand out and then just hacked it off with a machete.
No fucking way.
And she's describing standing there and feeling some odd, like, thump feeling on her arm and trying to hold on to something with her hand and realizing it was just gone and laying on the ground.
Why did he do that?
And then cut her other hand off.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
And then threw her
In a
over
ditch,
an
right?
embankment
Right.
on the side of the road. She then took her bloody stumps and crawled up the embankment.
true.
And
She was 15, right?
yeah, a car passed by, and she was yelling for help. And
Can
the car
someone
just
give me
kept
a
going.
hand?
Yeah, okay. Or two.
Get the fucking, nobody would stop?
The first people didn't even stop for her, and then somebody stopped for
And
her.
that guy went to jail.
He got
He
out.
got out.
He got the
That
fuck out.
motherfucker got out of jail.
He
No
absolutely
fucking way.
left her for dead.
Because
He
that's
left her for
even
dead.
worse than murder.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like he He just happened to not kill her because she didn't die. It's the only reason. He wanted her dead.
Didn't he do it again? Didn't he hurt somebody again?
Oh, yeah. He wound up getting out and fucking somebody up again. Yeah. So I think he's in prison now or dead or something.
The fact that they would allow him out.
We have no info on this guy. It's like, what? I don't know. He's in, he's out. Very dangerous. Dead. I have no clue.
Very dangerous.
Did they get
Very
the hands
careful.
back on her? Did they get the hands back on her?
No, that was back in, I think, the 70s, something like that. They didn't have that type of really good surgery, especially after climbing out of a ditch with your stumps. I don't think it makes a good place to sew back an arm when there's pebbles and dirt that they got to scrape out of there.
Oh, yeah, I think they would clean it first. They don't.
Well,
my friend took off when he was with a table saw, took off like 4 fingers. He was kind of drunk and he just went like that with a table saw, and he's sitting there and he sees his fingers on the table.
Oh.
So he yells at his kid next door because he was working. And he goes, "Hey, get me a bag of ice." Right?
Dude, pretty cool under pressure, huh?
What's that?
He handled that pretty well.
Did Clint Eastwood grab him and put him in a little box?
Oh, Mr. Zimmerman! Mr. Zimmerman!
That's great. I need a hatchet. I'm working on a table.
A hatchet for Doc?
Yeah, what kind of table are you making with a hatchet?
I know. What are you cutting?
Yeah. We're talking about Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh, it was a great
Clint
movie.
Eastwood. Yeah. But so he cut his fingers off of the
so they
table
got
saw?
like this one they put over here and over here.
They moved around his fingers?
Yeah, and stuff, yeah.
Why?
Well, yeah, why didn't they just put it where it belonged?
Because one was shattered so bad and they lined
so
them
they
up.
figured he'd need an index finger before he would need like a ring finger?
I don't know the choices.
You don't know the ins and outs of this
is
whole thing?
Does his hand look stupid now?
What's
I
that?
bet it looks dumb.
It's it's
all off by one. People look at his hand like they're drunk.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, it's fucking Pinky Tuscadero because he's got 2.
Microsurgery, I think it was called. They flew him in. They fucking flew him to fucking New York from Jersey. And
Love the epilogue here.
Exactly, and he's great.
Microsurgery.
Been doing awkward push-ups now for 35 years.
There's this woman. Her name was Cookie. Back when I lived in California, Cookie, and she worked at a deli.
Was she all doughy?
No, actually, she was quite slender. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Chip just made a face, very angry at me. This girl named Cookie, and she was cleaning a slicer, a meat slicer, and she would take the blade and move it all the way away from the base of the slicer, and then take a rag as it was running and run it over the blade. And I know I'm grabbing my hand as I'm talking about this. It's just, and she pushed her hand into the blade. And she said she heard that sound that goes like zing, 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 zing. You know, that zingy metal sound of meat cutting. And her fingers just lopped right off.
How many of them?
It was the 2 middle ones, so it looked like she was constantly Ronnie James Dioing rock and roll to people.
What was she, wrapped the rag on her fist and punched the blade? Cookie was a dummy.
Cookie was stupid.
They took off her whole finger. How thick were those slices of meat?
Well, she opened the blade all the way up so she could clean the underside of the blade, too.
Oh.
Yeah, just the most dangerous thing you could ever do with a slicer.
Why not just do it when it's off?
Yeah.
Come on, Cook.
Cookie, yeah, dope. So it was
unplugged in the car.
One half of her pinky, and her entire ring and middle finger gone, and then the tip of her pointer finger. So it was just in an
We got
angle.
Cookie Finger. Cookie Finger and Tom the Turkey.
It's Cookie Finger. This holiday, get Cookie Finger from Carvel.
3 severed delicious ice creamy fingers. Wish I could do that voice. Cookie Finger.
But the sound, just because you know what that when they cut meat, you hear that zing, zing, zing kind of sound. And then it's your fingers. And they, for some reason, this is back in the 70s too, couldn't put him back on. They put a man on the moon, but they couldn't sew their Cookie's fingers back on.
Poor Cook.
Excuse me, ma'am. I asked for pickles, not fingers.
I was disgusted by Cookie's hands because they were all chopped up.
Did you want Cookie to grab your dick with that hand?
No.
Did she still work in a deli?
No, I think they kind of fired her, and then she went on some kind of compensation.
There was a drunk guy that used to in our neighborhood hung by the store, and his hand was caught in a fire.
Did he fart?
And it was
he's showing pictures of people's hands cut off.
Let's see.
Fingers, tips of fingers gone.
That's it.
Well, that's a little piece of a finger. No, don't find a good one. I hate that. But quickly, what I hated about Cookie was she came over the house after they sewed her little stubs up, and it was still healing. But she was making spaghetti, and she wanted to see if it was done, and she put her stumpy little finger in and held up a piece of spaghetti with it to see if it was al dente, and then dropped it back in the water. And I was like,
"Did you eat spaghetti?"
No, I starved that night. I had to say I wasn't hungry.
But you didn't want to...
I was starving,
But why
and
was-
I didn't want to eat Cookie's stump finger spaghetti.
Why were you over hanging out with Cookie to begin with?
But Cookie was a friend of the family. Cookie. Cookie would come over, and Cookie was cooking.
Yeah.
She was cooking spaghetti.
Do you know
I was so hungry. I've had such bad spaghetti experiences as a young child.
Poor boy.
It's amazing I still eat it.
I puked a whole bowl of spaghetti on the fucking ride when my mother took us to the boardwalk, and we're on the ride.
The ride was called An Older Man Under the Boardwalk, with pushing young Richard's face against the wood.
It was just called a walk before Rich got there.
And when you puke spaghetti, it looks like you don't even fucking chew it. It was like the whole bowl was in my fucking lap. And then the people behind me on the roller coaster, spaghetti was flying in their fucking face.
Were you on a roller coaster or one of those spinny rides?
Whatever it was, I think it was a spinning ride. Because roller coasters.
Key cups.
Just puking my fucking spaghetti all over.
Yeah. Oh, and that just stinks, too. I remember kids puking in school in the cafeteria on spaghetti day. And that's a great picture. Oh, my God. Danny's pulling up a picture from the...
Wow.
It's from a roller coaster called Goliath. And it's at that spot where you could have a picture taken and then you go pick up your picture. And it's a guy in the front just puking his guts up. That is a great moment captured in time.
Wow.
And the woman next to him, is it a woman or a man?
It's got to be
I
his
can't even
friend or
tell.
his chick.
Yeah, his friend. Is getting covered in vomit at high velocity.
People behind him are really getting it bad.
Horrified. The people behind. That is a fascinating picture
The guy looks
in
like
time.
Opie's brother. The guy getting it the worst. The guy's mouth is half open. He can't believe it.
And you're strapped in. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't leave. You're just getting fucked.
Dude, I hope this guy has this fucking photo in every room in his house.
I would frame this and put it everywhere. Holy shit. Wow, is that great?
We have a caller who claims he had his fingers ripped off with a table saw.
Oh. Yeah, we got to save that picture and Twitter that or something. That is great. Oh, the Goliath 2000, what is it? 6 or 8? 2008.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Gary.
Fantastic.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. What happened? Something horrible?
I called you guys a while back when you were waking up the amputees, if
Oh.
you remember. I was cutting a board on a table saw, and I had all my weight on it, and there was no rubber feet on the bottom because I let it get beat up. And I lost my balance and kind of fell onto it and put my left hand in the way to keep the blade out of my chest.
Oh.
And so now I have an inch of my index finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger. My pinky's pretty much in half. It doesn't extend all the way.
God damn
and
it.
They put my index finger where my thumb used to be. So
Oh, that's got to look
So
silly.
people don't know if you're accusing them or just being Fonzie.
it definitely looks kind of wacky. It kind of looks like Benny from fucking Total Recall.
Dude,
Benny.
Did it really hurt, or were you in so much shock you didn't feel it at first?
You feel heat. That's all you feel at first. You don't feel anything until you get to the therapy afterwards. I woke up 5 days later out of a coma.
Oh, what?
I do remember going into the helicopter and looking on my shoulder as they're hitting me with morphine and seeing a piece of bone sticking there.
When you walk around with that like broken toy hand, do you notice losing friends and stuff over it and stuff? Huh? Do people not want to hang out with you anymore?
Jesus, Rich.
Fucking rotten hand.
Guy,
What?
The worst
missing
part is
fingers.
going into-
What's
The
that?
worst part is going into stores and you see like little kids looking at you and they're like, "Get the hell, you know."
Yeah, but don't. At least you could finger them without hurting them.
I got to the point now where I just keep my hand in my pocket as much as possible.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can't
I
they
used
come
to
up with
play guitar,
something?
too.
Does it take
I had
you
a whole-
twice as long to swim?
I had a whole rig of guitars.
You were
and all
doing
that
so
shit.
good.
Really? You were a guitarist?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like professional or anything, but I was definitely like into it. And I just when I got home out of the hospital, I sold my rig, my Marshalls.
Oh, that's
everything.
I feel
Good thing you didn't just look at Tony Iommi, who managed to pull it off. Black Sabbath guitarist. He's missing. He's a lefty.
Yeah.
And he's missing the 3 fucking fingertips in a factory accident. He cut them off.
Yeah, really?
They're all fake fingertips.
Nobody cares about Black Sabbath.
Unfortunately, I only got about an inch left of mine, so.
But they can't. You can't get extensions. Black girls do it for their hair.
He doesn't understand how we're talking about Black Sabbath, and I mentioned a guitarist who had his fingers cut off because this guy was a guitarist who had his fingers cut off.
Can't see the
I'm just
correlation
asking
there.
if they fucking got extensions. I'm looking out for the
They don't
guy.
have
Maybe
extensions.
Extensions like what?
They
though?
do. Ask him
I didn't hear what you said. Extensions like what?
for his fingers.
But like what? You said, you said extensions like something.
No, they gave me
I don't know.
kind of like suction cup on the end of the nubs, but
Oh.
I mean, you go to grab something, and they kind of like bend and flop backwards. Actually, I was at a Tower Theater show with Jim Norton there,
Oh.
and I was leaving, and as I was leaving, some dude walked into my hand and knocked one of my prosthetics off. So I,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Was he freaking out?
Nah, dude, I got in the middle of everybody and just threw everybody out of the way, picked it up, and ran.
Well, at least you have your feet.
Oh, you poor bastard! God damn, dude, why were you in a? I mean, I understand it's probably was it shock? Why were you in a coma for 5 days for losing your fingers?
Well, I did hardwood floors in these really nice houses. I was kind of far out. The only hospital nearby was a veterans hospital. They had no trauma unit, so they had to helicopter me out. By the time I got into the helicopter, I had 75% blood loss.
Get the fuck out.
Jesus Christ, did you hear a tourniquet?
It was the lady's house I was in. I cut them off. I'm screaming. I run over to her door. The blood is hitting the door before I even get to it.
Oh.
And, I'm looking around. She's got 2 white Mercedes. I'm looking around. There's blood all over her Mercedes. Her mother comes out, and they're Muslim. So her mother comes out with these leaves, and she starts smacking herself in the face with them, like screaming like prayers and shit, picking my fingers up.
Holy shit!
It was the wackiest thing. I'm losing blood. I had to call 911 because the mother didn't speak English, and the daughter like almost passed out. There's kids running around screaming and crying.
Boy, that must have been some goddamn scene. Oh,
it was horrible. It's not something I'd like to experience again.
How long ago did this happen?
This is 2004.
Oh.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I feel bad. Those were just. I didn't mean anything.
It ruined my career. It was, pretty much took everything from me. But, I get into the hospital, and there was a 24-year-old dude there that lost his arm. So I'm looking around like, it sucks, but it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, well, could be better.
Were you working for somebody? Was this your own business?
No, I was working for a company, but I wasn't union, so I didn't get the kind of money you think I should get at all. If I was a union guy, I'd be rich right now. But,
Well, who do you point the finger at for that?
Oh, God. Oh, what do you throw your finger at for that?
Oh, Jesus.
I
mean,
Danny's pulling up some great shots of missing fingers.
my finger right up.
He's got a good sense of humor. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Give him a hand.
It was a bad deal. And then the paramedics are messing with me. We get to the Veterans Hospital. They're like, that's our new helicopter right there. They open up the door. He's like, that's not the one you're getting on, no. He opened up the other door. There's this little blue piece of shit sitting there. I'm like, I'm getting on that one, man. You got to be kidding me. And he's like, here's your pilot. This old white-haired man walks up.
What are they joking about? You're missing
I'm getting a Vietnam Air helicopter with an old pilot. I'm like, I'm not supposed to survive today, am I?
Wow, man. Oh. God. Ugh.
Yeah, it was bad news.
Poor
but
fuck.
like I said, man, I see the CC in that hospital, just in that, the 24 hours that I was up afterwards. I got a terminal cancer patient next to me. There was the guy had his arm cut off. So
Listen, you know what? Enough of that. Someone has it worse. You're fucked up, and you know what? Enough of that. Oh well, you know what? A lot of people have it better than you. Let's look at it that way. Okay.
Someone was next to you, looking at you, going, "Well, at least I'm not that guy."
All right. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do for you? You know what? If you're in Connecticut tonight by Saturday night by the Treehouse in Stamford. Oh, no, I mean in Danbury, or there's a tree
Rich
house.
cut his brain off with a table saw.
Well, if you're any near,
this guy had enough tragedy in his life.
If you're anywhere near where I'm working, Rich Voss is going to let you in. How many fingers was it?
I don't know, but it was at the Borgata, the second and third.
Thank you, sir.
Trumped your plug.
I would offer you a free ticket to the Borgata. Are you going to be in Atlantic City?
And if you go there,
hold on. Are you going to be in Atlantic City?
I'm right by Atlantic City.
Oh, that's good.
I was going to try to rescind that offer because I was just saying it in the moment.
If you do go to Atlantic City and you play poker, I'll hold your cards for you.
Or Atlantic City, but if you go to Atlanta City,
What did I say?
Atlanta City.
I will leave 2 tickets for you, sir. If you and your what's your first name?
Gary.
Gary.
Yes, sir.
If you come up and you show that you're Gary with the fucked up fingers, I will have 2 tickets for you at one of my Borgata shows.
I will definitely do that, Jimmy. Absolutely.
You're a good boy.
I'll even do the. I got 5 kids to feed.
All right.
Totally
Benny.
cool.
Yes, Benny.
We got to
screw you.
And if you come to the treehouse and not show your fingers, I got 2 tickets for you.
Can we break? 'Cause I got to piss, and I think Colin's coming in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Is he here now?
Absolutely.
I got to shit so
Let's,
bad, man.
Let's do that. Okay,
Every time
go
I
ahead.
hear a fucked up finger story, I got to
Yeah, I
shit.
got to take a dump. Hey, thanks a lot there.
Thanks, Gary.
Fingers McGillicuddy.
Yeah. We'll see you down there. Just just don't touch me. Just elbow nod me and walk away.
Stubbs.
Yeah.
And okay, our next
See you,
commercial. Are you doing a Butterfinger commercial now?
All right. On that note,
what the
we'll,
fuck? What
we'll
the fuck?
be
If
right
old
back.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius
Fucking tailgating.
We get it. Tailgating.
I'm sorry, Eric. I scolded the poor penguin-looking lad. Eric does look like a penguin in there, and it's really giving me the fucking creeps. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, she just
Whoa.
apologizes then.
That hurts
Wow.
even more than an insult.
Showed you.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'm watching some iPhone problems, they're saying.
Oh, what?
There's this problem. I don't know. They're pointing out that there's been some allegations that if you hold the phone in your left hand, that you won't get a signal.
Well, we talked to Jesus from Gizmodo this morning.
Yeah.
And he said that it is true.
Haters can hate, though.
He does not like Apple. Right?
That's what one of the callers called it. He said no, that's not biased, but one of the callers called in and said that.
That he is
indeed biased. Yes.
Oh, do you know what I like about this phone, too? There's a feature on it now. One problem is when you're talking, a lot of times the screen is turning left and right.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you're trying to text, and then it's turning to the side, then it's turning back, but now you can lock the position.
Yes. How great is that? It's good if you're laying down.
Yeah.
Like, you're laying down in bed, and you turn the phone sideways so you can see it normal, and then it stays that way.
How do you lock it?
So I don't know.
I'll show you.
You show me after. We just do
Danny
iPhone
knows
class.
everything about
Danny, how does he know the whole phone already?
He
I
knows
wanna show
everything. He's
you.
been reading
Where?
about it.
Double click your little home button.
I love double clicking my
Double-clicking the home button.
Scroll over towards.
Scroll
the other
scroll.
way.
Scroll,
Oh.
scroll.
And you see that little locky
Yes, I
thing?
do. Lock.
Oh.
Touch it.
I don't want to.
Touch it.
Ah! What would happen if my
There
phone
you
just
go.
fucking caught on fire?
Just exploded in your hands.
fire.
You're missing fingers like our last segment.
And then they're showing that there's discoloration on the screen, like sort of I guess heat discoloration. It looked like on the corner of the touch screen. I have yet to see that.
Wait.
Haters.
After having the phone for
You know why
a
I don't
few
give a
hours.
shit? Because I don't have a phone with it.
Exactly.
My phone works. My phone gets reception. I don't have yellow little dots, so everybody else can go fuck themselves.
That's it. Yes.
There's no reason for talk like that.
That's it. They were talking about the celebrities that no one was able to cut the lines and everything. I mean, you
sorry
have
for
to be
them.
celebrities of our caliber.
Jadakiss didn't get to cut the line.
Really?
Jadakiss.
Why?
They showed up. One of his people showed up at like.
I thought we were talking about celebrities.
No,
Yeah, right.
Jadakiss.
Who's that?
He's a very famous rapper.
Oh,
He
yeah,
showed up
is
at
he?
like 6:30, and one of his people said, "Hey man, Jadakiss is here. He can't be coming out in front of all these people." And so the guy who he was talking to said, "All right, well then you can stand on the line for him, and when you get to the front of the line, you can call Jadakiss and tell him to take
Damn.
your place."
There was lines at the Apple Store?
Yes, I have all the Apple stores now.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know. So I just walked in.
Yeah.
No.
I got my phone and I left.
It was easy. Like, from the time I walked up to the Apple store to the time I walked out, it was probably 8 minutes. And I bought a case for my iPad, too, at the same time.
Mine was like 2 hours and 8 minutes.
2 hours?
So the 2 hours was the waiting part.
Waiting? In a line?
Yeah.
But you're primetime Sam Roberts. You shouldn't have to wait in line.
I don't like to
there.
use my celebrity name, I like to be one with the people.
There is, be one with the people.
Can I say, Richard's not here right now. He's in the bathroom. Can I say how much I hope he is right now tear-stricken, looking into the toilet and seeing blood?
Tear-stricken.
Oh, no, I hope he had some kind of a hemorrhage and is just bleeding into the toilet.
Well, he did say he had a hemorrhoid, so he's probably wiping very gingerly. Very gingerly and tenderly.
What's worse than ginger wiping?
Because you can't really get clean.
Wiping your asshole gingerly sucks.
Feel clean. Just having that pain.
I'm sorry, what were you talking about, the Apple Store?
Yeah, just the line of people. There is nothing worse, I would assume, than to have been on that line and watch an idiot such as myself walk in and then walk out a mere 8 minutes later with the iPhone in your hand. Like, you know I went in there and got an iPhone and come out with it, and they just had to look like, why?
There are people in line, like, you're in, you're out, and people in line haven't even moved.
Yeah,
like,
they
they're standing
budged.
in the same exact spot.
My girlfriend showed up to the White Plains Mall at 6:30 in the morning saying, I don't have to leave. I can get to work as long as I'm out of this mall by 8:40. No problem. She didn't even get near the Apple Store between 6:30 and 8:40.
She should have pre-ordered.
Stayed there?
She did pre-order.
She stood online for that long, though?
She stood online for just about 2 hours and then said,
And then had to leave?
It's not working.
How come she didn't want to get closer?
She wanted to get closer. She had to go, after the waiting.
Why didn't she just
She just kept going, no, you go. You go. You go ahead. You go ahead. I'll stay here. No, you.
Yeah, letting everybody cut in front of her.
Wow, that was a good one. She liked that one a lot.
How come she just didn't walk up to the front and give the guy waiting a high five in front of the store and then go inside?
There's a line of people. They did it in order of when they arrived.
But
so.
she's a pretty girl. She
Very
should have
pretty.
been able to bat her eyes and gotten in there.
One would think, but because she got there at a certain time.
Sexual favors?
She didn't offer sexual favors.
See, that's where she fucked up. She should have touched some penises and she would have got a phone.
You think so? Some hand jobs and she would have gotten in?
Big mistake. Yeah. A couple of handies.
Yeah.
To the guys. She'd been.
Well, then I prefer
maybe
that
even a
she-
free phone.
Free
Would've been
phone.
free. Yeah. I'd give her a phone for. Oh, I don't want to say
Wow.
that.
Well, you did. You've already.
Sorry. I
No, it's okay.
Oh.
Did you get her a phone, too, or just you?
No, and then she came back, once I got online in the afternoon, she came back after work, and I let her cut me in line so she didn't have to wait as long. And
Does your screen get all smudgy from your little childlike finger food that you eat?
No,
from
but
your Cheerios that are put out on the table in front of you. And
Do you have to wipe pizza bagel off your phone?
I did go have, I got dinner after I got the phone because I had waited for 2 hours and was hungry.
Waited.
Yeah, so I got buffalo wings. And I couldn't touch my phone until I got a moist towelette to wipe my hands out.
Smart.
Moist towelette.
Hey, do you want to have the cook start cooking? Because Colin just got woken up. He's at home.
Really?
So if you want to, he'll be here in a little while. But maybe we can have
Just
them-
throw some clothes on. I'm leaving.
You know how it is, boys. I'm oversleeping.
Sleepy.
Whatever, all right.
All right, yeah, then we'll bring in...
Because Colin can come in while it's happening, but this way we don't get backed up and it's all of a sudden...
Yes.
All of a sudden, I think you owe an apology, Senator. You don't want it to be fucking, 10 o'clock and they're still
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah, and then we're cooking. Yeah, have him come in. This will be great. Now he's... how are these going to be prepared?
And Steve's going to hold them in his mouth.
Heat it up. Hold them in his mouth. Steve,
he's
if
gotta
you would
spit 'em out.
grab a microphone very quickly.
Of course.
That's a microphone. How is this going to be prepared?
Well, he's got them all prepared already.
Yeah.
He's got them in microwavable containers, so he's just got to heat them up.
Oh, he's going to nuke them?
I want to know how bad
Nuked
they...
balls?
Wait, I want E-Rock in here. My most valued friend.
All right, hold on. We got to get a fill-in form. Hold on.
All right.
It's the first time anyone's
Yes.
ever said that. I want E-Rock in here.
Yeah, you got to get a fill-in form. All right, well, just take a lump and... I couldn't think of anything. You have a ham around? You can just throw that. I'm sorry, Eric. I do love E-Rock.
He's cuddly.
He's a
That
good
word,
boy.
I don't know how people throw that word love around so easy. It's so hard to say. Oh, hold on.
Good. I hope that's the doctor. Bad news, Mr. Voss.
Rich was in the middle of whatever he was in the middle of, and his phone, I guess, vibrated, and he just gets up, walks out, and walks now away from even the window, so we can't even watch him.
Oh, I hope he just big crash and he jumps. Hope it's his fucking accountant. You have nothing, Jew. I wanted to. They're gonna start cooking, but I wanted to know. Hi. Is everything in there?
Everything's in here.
How does it smell raw? I wanted to know if you could smell it raw. I'm not going to smell the balls.
You want the raw ones or you want the boiled ones?
No, give them whichever ones will not probably smell the best. Marshmallow and everything.
Why do people eat this? People really do eat this. Which ones are those?
Bowl.
No, those are small. Oh, that's a piece of one. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God, that's disgusting. I don't want to smell it. Like, I bet I'll get sick. Give it a whiff there, Iraq.
Say
what
something.
does it smell
Iraq,
like?
say something so I could figure.
Hello.
It's on, buddy. It's on.
Oh, what does it smell like?
It's got a bit of a saltwater taste, but smell. Sorry, but it smells almost like a day or two old
like
turkey.
Last night. Oniony
in your mouth.
Come on, motherfucker! I don't smell that shit.
So it smells sort of
like old
briny.
turkey.
Old turkey.
He has breath like salt water and balls, Sam.
Oh, what is that one?
That's a raw bow ball.
Wow. Oh, it's giant and it's disgusting. And
That's
it's bloody. There's blood in it.
Yeah.
It's a bloody bowl.
Ooh, and there's fat pockets.
Yeah, there's like fat. There's
And
yellow.
your
fat.
pants are. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I can't insult Eric when he's holding bloody bull balls.
What does it smell like? Anything?
That looks like worms.
Oh, God.
All right, let's see.
It's veiny.
All right, this just smells like raw steak.
Really?
Oh, good.
Why don't you take a big bite? No, keep it away. I don't even want to look at it.
All right.
I'm so happy. I got my tuna fish now on pita bread. Yay.
How could you eat? How could you eat at a time like this? You're looking at, like, disgusting balls.
Yeah. How can I eat and not get hard, you mean?
How often do you prepare these? Do people, is this like something people ask for a lot, sir?
Never.
Never?
No.
So this is the first time you've prepared
This is the first time I prepared
testicles?
any of this stuff, yeah.
Any of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would eat this? I don't get it. When there is steak and chicken and pork chops and delicious things, why would you eat that? What type of testicle is that, sir?
These are veal.
Veal balls.
Mm-hmm.
Poor little veal. Trapped in that little cage.
Oh, this has gelatin around it.
Oh.
You can see it like building up here on the
Oh,
bottom.
yummy. Spread
Veals
it
are-
on bread like marmalade.
Veals are lazy.
Yes, they are. They just sit there. Big fatties.
There's real no smell to this one.
No?
No.
Oh, put it down.
But it's covered in in a thin gelatin.
Goopy gelatin?
Yeah.
How easy are these to come by, sir?
It took me a little bit to get them all sourced, but
Yeah?
it wasn't too hard.
You just go to, what, a meat place?
Called some farms and some meat packers.
Like meat packers. They had them on the bridge of their nose. Jesus. And those are?
Lamb.
Those are lamb. Little lamb balls.
Aw. Oh. Did Mary give them to you?
Mary had a little lamb. Its balls were in her mouth.
And when she cut its little balls off, the lamb like, what the fuck, Mary? So we had a whole thing here.
I thought we were friends. Oh, and then, of course, wow, those have to be duck balls, I would gather, right? What do those smell like? You're making a
this is
odd
the
face.
this is the cooked lamb.
Ah, duck
Yeah,
balls.
it
Sounds like good advice.
It smells like dog food.
Now that is duck balls? Those are duck balls?
Looks like beans.
Louis beans. Louis balls. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I don't want to look at that as bird balls.
Look like fava beans.
Yeah, they
I'm
really-
eating tuna fish, by the way, because I have to eat now.
Yeah,
I won't be able to
before
eat
it really gets, before we really get engrossed in
These
this.
are the worst smelling ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
Because it's right by their asshole, and it's always mushed down in the water. Duck balls and asshole are so close together.
do you think that the balls actually soak up the the smell from the duck's ass.
It smells like duck shit. They're always pissing and shitting and swimming right through with their little balls.
So now, from what I've seen, this prepared menu, you've cooked these in some, I guess, ways you would traditionally cook what?
I tried to keep it along the same lines of something that, like the veal, I cooked marsala style.
Like it would be veal marsala.
Right. Tried not to go too crazy. I took the beef ones and kind of butterflied them out and did a German-style schnitzel with some spätzle and a vinegar sauce. And
spätzle.
Schnitzel. The duck ones we did with some pasta and some fava beans and asparagus, and we're going to put some truffle on there too, which is a nice kind of luxury ingredient. And the lamb ones, we just kind of sauteed them real quick with a garlic sauce over some risotto.
Yeah,
nothing too complicated.
Now, would you think this would taste good?
They don't taste bad.
Yeah, did you taste it?
Of course. I cooked it.
I know. But the thing is, like, I can't get over. I guess I'm very squeamish when it comes to food.
Let me rephrase. I cooked the ones that I made restaurant style. I did not eat the ones
that I just
boiled, threw in water and boiled.
Threw in water and boiled. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Well, E-Rock, you're going to partake in this. So, is anybody else going to eat?
Yes, we are.
Some balls.
We are putting together an intern challenge. Love Buzz is the executive intern, as we've established. However, he has not been living up to the responsibilities of one. We haven't heard anything from him lately.
We really haven't. He hasn't been a good representative.
So Danny and me were discussing this, and we figured that we should see which intern can maybe consume an entire testicle without spitting it out or throwing it up, and the intern that accomplishes this the best should get the title of executive intern.
All right.
So I think it should be an intern ball.
So
tasting.
now,
and they're all willing to do it.
So something's on the line here.
Executive internship.
Wow. And that is a very important. Where are the interns that are going to be partaking?
They should be ready to go. I would.
I'm
think.
sure they're not working.
Not right here, Iraq. By the garbage by me.
Oh God!
Vomit right by a sweet boy.
Yeah, make them have to spin around.
There's
vomit
Love
on you. Love Buzz. Now
Yes.
you are the executive intern.
Yeah, I'm not losing my title.
Oh, wow.
No.
Smack talk first thing on the mic. Smack
That's
talk.
right. The title is most hideous shirt owner. You are hands down the
from
winner.
the X-Men.
What's that?
It's Gambit from the X-Men. You don't like it? I think it's a very cool design.
Oh, he's telling you off.
It's an atrocious shirt.
I want to know why he's dressed like Butthead.
Oh, shit. Wow, you really do look like Butthead. Now, you are the executive intern.
Yeah.
What does that entail? What duties does the executive intern have that the other interns don't have?
Steve gives me an order, and I tell the interns what Steve said, and they do it.
Yes. Buffalo wings, pizza.
And I sometimes make myself look more important than I really am.
The executive intern gets to delegate.
Oh, so you can tell them, hey, why don't you do this? You go here, do this.
I've given them orders.
Now,
before.
wouldn't you feel bad if somebody else was the executive intern?
I'm not losing. That's the thing.
Well, and let's just hypothetically say, would that make you feel bad to now have to listen to one of your subordinates?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
I guess.
Well, these guys look like stiff competition, especially that guy. He looks like he'll eat about anything. Mr. Yankee fan, step up to the mic there. What's your name? I have no idea.
Joe.
Joe, have we met?
No.
Yes, you have communicated with him before.
Oh,
really?
The Twitter thing, yeah.
Remember the intern that you said?
Yeah.
If you're going for an interview for an internship.
Oh, he's the guy?
That's him.
Yeah, I had a little problem because he was a little too over-eager to be an intern. Now, that's a good thing if you're eager to come here and be an intern. But then to just get on Twitter and say, hey, here's what's happening tonight. I'm going to be interviewing with Opie and Anthony show for...
And tag you on it.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, boy, this guy might be a problem. One of those internet fucking little chatty Cathys, you know? You know what I was talking? You can understand the concern, though.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Because there are certain things that go on in here that are said or seen that we probably don't want out there.
Right. Yeah, I'm done with that.
Jimmy's mouth on my penis. Well, that I would like you to Twitter.
And I certainly would.
Yeah.
It's about time people know.
It is right now, if you could hear Jimmy's voice.
That's right.
He's talking.
It tastes like tuna fish, which is better than Anthony's cock usually tastes. Usually tastes like shit and diaper.
You got it. So, have you ever had anything like this?
No, not at all. I tend
No?
to stay away from things like this.
Yeah.
I even chop off like the fat on a steak.
Okay, so yeah, what do you do? Glue it to your belly?
Not quite. He just goes right at the garbage pail.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
man,
Really?
That's probably eating too much of the steak.
He had to reiterate that no, he indeed does throw it away. Are you squeamish with food? I guess you are. then, if you-
Yeah, slightly, yeah.
What a dick.
I know that was a real dick thing to say. I'm sorry, sir.
I actually, until just now, I thought you two were the same person. I had no idea that they were different.
What, like the evil one? He
Yeah.
turns into the evil one with the little Van Dyke.
Yeah, like when you're thinking of something, one's on one shoulder, one's on the other shoulder,
Yes.
and the person is crushed to the ground. There's two fat guys on his shoulders.
Oh, God. Boy, he's not cutting you any slack, is he? So, do you have any kind of problem? Are you thinking about this and going like, ugh?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I took a couple minutes to think it over.
Yeah.
And, he recommended that it doesn't taste too bad, so I was like, all right.
All right, I guess he... all right, Joe. Rich, for those of you listening to us giggling, Rich just tripped over a mic stand.
You know what's
so
funny?
of course we're laughing at him.
Yeah,
You're like
that was a
little-
good trip. You should be careful if you're going to fall.
It was funny the past 10 minutes you haven't been in here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rich.
What was funny?
What was that?
Like the...
I was doing
thing
another
that-
radio interview. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, were you?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Chaz and AJ in Connecticut.
How'd that work out? Oh, Chaz from... used to do PLR.
Did he?
Yeah, I did his show a few times.
Oh, New York?
Back in the early days.
Chaz, Louis Beans.
Yeah.
In New York City?
No, he was in Connecticut.
And you did it? Well, what do you mean you did it? Like
Me
you,
and Joe went on there, did our little song parodies and shit for his
you were
show.
doing like doing radio stuff, doing songs and stuff like the
Yeah.
garage band radio guy.
That was us.
Get out of
Going
here.
around just trying anything to get out of doing sheet metal work.
But who would book you on these? How would you get on them?
My brother. My brother was the go-getter. He'd be the guy that would call up radio stations and be like, yeah, I got this. Or he'd send in song parodies, and they would play them, and then my brother would follow through with a phone call and go, yeah.
Who would believe that you would go from that to frying testicles?
I know. Isn't that amazing?
It's unbelievable.
Just sending cassette tapes in, and now all just basking in the glory
Now
of talking to interns and eating balls.
Now you got this evolution of I can't get laid poster in front of you, okay?
Yes,
It's just
the-
one horribleness after another, okay? Look at them. Look, they just grow bigger and bigger as you look at them. They look like the evolution of fat.
Now that isn't very nice. Rich.
Shut up. Their
Joe
interns will be
seems like-
gone in a fucking week.
I know. Don't remember him.
Well, I'm not the fat one of the group. I'm only
Oh,
160
hey, look at him sticking
And
up
you
for
have
himself.
those lips where a fat guy will ram his penis in. Look at those goddamn
These are
juicy
good
lips.
pussy-eating lips.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
is that-
Yeah,
I think
please.
so.
Yeah. Don't speak. You don't have to hold a debate with this gentleman. It's okay. So now, all right, Love Buzz, Joe, and now the third gentleman here. What's your name, sir?
Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar. And how long have you been here?
A month now.
Really?
Yeah.
Have we had any interaction whatsoever?
Not I recall.
No? It's just kind of a take it
Yeah,
easy at
hey,
the
how's
end of
it
the day kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Are you like from another country or
Yeah,
something?
I'm originally from Colombia.
Did I sponsor you as a kid? Did I send like a quarter a month?
No, I didn't.
27 cents with a salad bar?
No.
You actually came from Colombia.
No, probably 15, 20 years ago.
You would think he would have
the-
lost the accent a little. Doesn't he sound like he's fucking like...
I didn't know what it was. I couldn't
Oh,
figure
I
it
knew
out.
it was
I thought it was
Colombian.
an impediment. I thought it was a speech impediment.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
I know he was Colombian.
You did?
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
What made you leave?
They blew up his block.
Well, that's not really the case where I live, but
Yeah.
no, that's not really.
You
the
know,
case. No,
we
it's
do
just-
have kind of this preconceived notion of Colombia that it's nothing but drug cartels and cocaine and gunfights.
No, that's not really true, man. I mean,
Columbia neckties, people giving Columbia neckties all the time. That's where they slit the throat. and then they reach in, take the tongue, and pull it out of where they slit the throat. Called a Colombian necktie.
They blew up city blocks in
Oh,
Columbia.
yeah.
Courthouses. I mean, I'm
Columbia's
sure
great.
it's not, I'm sure it's a beautiful place to visit.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore, man. It's just a great place to go, and there's numerous things to do, and besides
numerous things to do. I went on a cruise once, and one of the ports was in Colombia, and we stopped, got off the ship. I must have went 20 feet from the ship, and was pretty much told, best just stay here. And in the little, they have one little bar area, a little beach area, and that was it.
How long ago was that?
2 weeks.
What are you fucking? What is that? An insult?
No,
It was back in the 30s, motherfucker. What do you think?
I didn't mean it that
It
way,
was
though.
before the coup.
I'm surprised though, because I mean, that was
a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
How horrible David Spade's hat is.
It was because you don't like David Spade's hat.
Jesus Christ!
Because all they've been doing is talking. Look, we're kind of changing gears here for a second, so you hold on.
Okay.
They're showing the grown-up stars. They're stopping by Fox News, and David Spade now is taken to wearing a Ricky Ricardo type Cuban
A
hat.
hat that he would see in his country before it was blown off of somebody's head.
Colombia. That is that really is an awful hat. There are rumors that he wears a wig.
Yeah.
That he wears a wig. So now I guess he's wearing this hat so no one could.
All
it
three of
doesn't
those
distract
guys, at one point, all three of them opened for me. I'm not lying. That's how bad my career has.
Wow.
Is that in New York or L.A.? Are they in
New York. They're right across the street in the next building.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Why don't you go over there and suck their dick?
Again?
It's amazing. Adam is in New York doing press, and we can't get him on the show.
Chris Rock and David Spade, too.
I know.
Yeah. Why would
Right
we?
across the street.
They're just trying to plug a movie that we've done nothing but shit on.
Well, yeah. But
Why?
I
Have
know.
you seen it?
No, but I've seen the trailer, and it just doesn't look good. And they are doing
Well,
more
speaking
press.
of trailers, does your family still live in Columbia, or?
No, I have.
Why?
No, nothing like that, man.
Are you Colombian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why?
Are you gay? Is he gay? Are you? Come on, the way you're standing.
Wow.
Are you gay?
I'm not gay at all.
Look at how you're standing. You're very feminine. Are you not? You never even thought about it? Have
No.
you never even experimented a little
No.
with an older headliner?
I'm not the one with the shirt.
Yeah,
Whoa!
it's not tell you, I'm not the one wearing a
This
fucking
guy loves
superhero shirt either.
He's got to come back for everything.
This isn't tight.
looser
This
than
is
your shirt.
Yeah, it's because I
Holy
look good at my
shit.
age.
Christ, when did this
But a
kid grow
tight, I know
balls?
he got. Well, he's going to eat him in a
Yeah.
second.
He's gonna eat his own, huh?
Hey, what
No,
about the other intern? How come he doesn't want to participate?
Oh, we talked to Joe a little bit.
Pussy, I don't know.
Oh, shit!
Which
Fucking.
get him in here. He just got called out by Love Buzz. Very rambunctious.
Yeah, Love Buzz doesn't take any guff.
Yeah, you
I think he's
really
trying
are
something
a
new because he knows that.
steadfast kind
Do
of
you
guy.
want me to call Chris
Hi,
and get
sir.
him in? You guys want
Why
Chris?
don't you step
This
up
is
to a
Caesar.
microphone? Caesar,
What's going on, guys?
how are you, sir?
Great.
You don't want to participate in the ball eating?
No
He doesn't want his parole
Why is
officer
that?
to know he's.
Jesus. Why don't you want to?
Disgusting.
It's because it's disgusting?
Absolutely.
That's the whole gist of it.
That's
though.
kind of the beauty of it.
Do you
Yeah.
find it?
I don't think that's beautiful.
Do you find it easier as a light-skinned black guy that you have a little advantage
Skinned,
over?
Light-skinned?
Light-skinned.
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to,
Yeah, for your
I'm trying
whole
to relate.
life, you've been trying to
Hold on.
talk and failing
Keep
miserably.
pressing. Okay, I relate to the Afro Americans. What
Are
I'm
you
saying
are
is-
you black or are you mixed, Caesar?
Mixed.
What are you
you
mixed
are?
with?
Puerto Rican and black.
Puerto Rican and black.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Two strikes.
You know, I wasn't even going to bring race into this. I
Well,
just
he's-
thought we'd bring him in and find out why Love Buzz called him a pussy for not wanting to eat balls.
That's right.
Well, because you know what it is. What I'm saying is, you don't just attack a brother like that. Look at this guy. You know what? I think he wants
Yeah.
to suck your dick.
What?
What?
You're saying? Wow. What is this? This isn't the intern show.
That joke should have had a fuse on it.
Oh, look who's Jesus.
Oh, look who's here. Colin Quinn, ladies and gentlemen.
skinny. Jesus.
Colin,
Hi,
hello.
pal.
Yeah, look at you, all skinny,
I
all
know.
svelte.
Oh,
How are
Jesus.
you, Colin? Good, good.
We're doing a thing where we're having, they're going to eat cooked testicles.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
eating balls. A staple of shock radio.
Yeah.
Like
Not cow balls. Cows are female.
Well, whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
Bulls,
That'd be
balls?
meat packing district. Cows.
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy. Moo. Moo, Daddy. There's a blonde wig on a black bull.
Is the idea for them to eat bulls balls?
Yeah, just eat balls.
It's funny. What is that? The plot of City Slickers 3? You fucking
You know what? You know
what's
what's
the tamest shit I've ever heard. It's
Curly eats
2010.
balls.
Even I know it's old.
I know. It is old hat.
Colin's in that fucking movie. See, you got one of the guys from the movie. He's in it.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, it's funny.
Yeah.
How come we can't get fucking Chris or Adam over here?
Well, you got Colin. You got the cameo guy.
He's disgusted.
I'm like,
I have a big part.
Do you?
I'm the bad guy.
You're the bad guy?
Yeah.
How come we don't get? We can't get
Bigger
Chris
than
or
the
Adam?
Crocodile Dundee
Can't
part?
just call
You
those
got
guys?
me.
I know that, but we.
That's,
You guys got me.
We figure if we get you, then it should be easy to get them. I mean, if we
No,
get the
but yeah,
best.
but you got me.
Yeah, no, I know.
Why do you want Chris or Adam? You got me.
Yeah, we got the driver.
What's the difference?
Oh, God, the driver. You want to take a seat there, Colin? Maybe sit
No, I
over-
kind of like this angle, actually.
Yeah?
Let's see
Thanks.
the interns.
Want to sit there?
Did you just get up?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, here's how horrible it was. I went to, it doesn't matter. This is the toughest group of fucking interns I ever seen.
I know, they look like a gang. It's like a gang in here.
Yeah, the
They look like a
fucking.
bunch of badasses. These kids.
Well, he's from Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Colombian one. I never found out why did
Why do you make a face
why
like
did
that
you-
when I said Colombia?
Yeah, he makes a face.
I don't like Colombia.
Do any of you guys know who Colin is?
Colombia.
Why do you get that look on your face when I said Colombians?
Tony. Don't fuck with me, Tony. Why did you leave?
Oh, it's just I had have my family live there, half here, and then they were like, "Hey, you want to come over? You know, schools are great, and you know, it's just it's a great
Don't think we
opportunity."
get another space cadet to work here, Chico. I don't listen to this fucking dishwasher.
Wait,
I'm no fucking dishwasher.
Is my accent really noticeable? Is it?
No.
No.
So how old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25. You moved when you were 10, I guess?
Yeah, 10.
So from the time you're 10 years old till now, you still have an accent.
I know.
Of course, because he moved to Jackson Heights.
No, I'm from Jersey. I'm
Look at it. He's
Morristown.
got that old face. He's got that disease. That,
What?
You know, when you get older quick. Pageria or something, whatever it's called.
We'll never know if you have that disease because when we met you, you were old.
Pageria.
Pageria.
Whatever it's
Pageria.
fucking called.
Then he looks nothing like anyone with pageria.
Hey,
What's that?
If you live in Morristown, you must have seen little posters all over the place. Rich Voss appearing here since 1983.
Well, all right.
If you go a month without being
What
in
do- who-
Morristown,
You guys are going to be eating. You're not participating. You're just going to. Wow.
Come on, they're going to fry
why
him.
not?
Oh, Rich. Always got to go that direction, Rich. Yeah, you don't want to deal
Fear
with it.
Factor, what are you, 50? Fear Factor's been off since you were 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't want
Any
to.
response to that?
Still on?
Listen, remote control's talking right now.
It was a show I was on in the 80s, boys.
The interns have no clue.
Jesus.
What the fuck he's
Why don't you
talking
just
about?
bring in fucking Stephen Eady?
And again, they look like who? We have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't even know who he's talking about.
I know.
Stephen
please.
Eady was like the Rich and Bonnie of the 60s.
No, they got along.
Do you guys fight a lot?
Do we fight a lot? Oh.
What do you think happened? What do you think happens? Do you understand? This was a little girl who dreamed like every other little girl in a fucking farm in Canada of marrying a prince.
Yeah.
How do you think she fucking feels every day when she wakes
Well,
up?
she should have married you. She would have married a queen. Nothing. I got
Well, she
nothing. I got so excited about that one,
If
too.
I was gay, it would be funny.
I know, but what the fuck? What
Bonnie
are you?
did marry a prince. She married a Prince Albert, a fucking a hook through a cockhead. I enjoyed it.
Well, you saved me.
I was like, why isn't he doing the Chip voice?
Jefferson.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go near that one.
Yeah, right, Chip.
Yeah, right. Stay away. Toxic.
Is there a theme to this ball eating thing?
Colin was right. Hack.
Is it
But
just
it
like?
is kind of good to get. It's supposed to give you a good hard on, right?
Is it?
I don't know. I heard that.
Yeah, I was trying. I don't know. I heard that. Yeah, because is it like a month? Is this like National Testicle Month or something?
Stop.
What are you chatting
doing
about?
on the air?
It's E-Rock.
He just
What a snitch. I'm trying to look out for you.
Yeah, by blaming me.
Whoa.
I asked for a coffee to wake me up.
What the hell? Why'd you kick out the Dominican?
He went to
The Dominican.
Yeah.
He's black and
Puerto Rican.
And Puerto Rican. No, he could.
That's Dominican.
He could go. I think Steve's trying to get him back into the studio. He could.
Yeah.
You could just let him go.
The
You
boss
can
is trying
go.
to order something off him.
I pardon you. All right, so you guys are going to be participating in this eating wonderfully cooked testicles. I don't really see the point in this, but
Well, no, they're
how
not
did
gonna
this
eat
come
the-
about?
How did this come about? Yes.
It's good for you. It's good for your erection.
They're not going to eat the wonderfully cooked ones. They're going to eat the boiled ones. They're not wonderfully
But
I don't
cooked.
like the
eating
fact
the
that
wonderfully
Sam's
cooked
trying to
one?
throw an audible now to make his dumb idea work.
Well,
Guys, it was never about the fried balls.
no,
It's
both of them.
boiled.
This wasn't my.
It was you and Scorch. It's an idea from fucking. It's an upstate New York idea.
We're doing a testicle day. Testicle day here on the Scorch Show. Totally nude radio.
Show your balls by eating balls.
He wouldn't say balls or testicle though. That's too dirty for him. You call him your hoo-ha day or something.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. We're gonna be eating some gonads. Gonad. Yeah, I want accountability right now.
Steve is.
I want accountability.
EP.
Where did this idea? Because as I'm going along with this, I'm thinking, it is 2010. We could punch up in 2 seconds a gentleman being disemboweled by a horsecock.
That's right.
How shocking is it
Sure you can.
to have some young boys eating stuff you could actually buy that is FDA approved? I
just asked Eric what prompted this, and he
Oh, you
reminded
see him
me.
throw
that-
Eric under the bus
No,
just
it's not.
now?
I swear, that's not.
Yeah, but no, he said.
throw Eric under the Steve.
Give me something to fucking
Well,
do right now.
no. You said bus, not dud.
Voss didn't get that one.
I wasn't paying
And
attention.
Steve is kind of big, so they're saying
To
he's a
life.
bus.
Yeah, see? So, Steve.
I think this was Ope's idea months ago.
Oh,
months ago.
wow.
But
Throwing
it took us-
Opie under the bus.
Wow, Steve is throwing Opie under the bus.
But it took us so
You
long
know how
to
happy I am
actually.
to come in and play the fucking hater on this thing.
I know when usually you're the one.
So
It took us so long to actually find the places that sold
thinking about how Bonnie
different kinds of
Williams did wanna marry a
testicles.
prince.
Yeah.
Because nobody actually sold varieties. I think our chef friend had to go to how many different places? Like 4 different places? Yeah. To find the places to find these actual things. So it took us.
yeah.
I
I
know.
know. A hard on just
But
talking
aren't
about
they good for your
fucking
hard on?
short shirt. Yeah, they're supposed to, you know.
Anyway.
That's an old
I'll eat
wives'
one if it's
tale.
fried.
I think the
Jen
point is
Hall.
just to watch the interns
I know
puke.
Yeah, I think that was really it.
But the thing is, it's like, I don't know if they will.
Yeah, I don't know the restaurant style. I don't understand because they probably won't.
Yeah, so, and
He's
now,
from South America.
why-
He
no,
blows
he's
walls all
probably-
the time.
He's
Why?
probably eating
Argentina?
he's probably eating fucking Giselle. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Giselle?
Wait.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Gazelle.
Giselle.
I meant the
I don't
model.
care what you meant.
I meant the model.
It really
Oh,
is.
my God. It's Giselle.
A Giselle.
Ah,
Wow. You really are stup-eyed.
really.
That was a good one.
Now, why the cooked, Steve? Why do we have cooked testicles if they are delicious? Which I would assume we know our chef gentleman is very talented at what he does. Why the cooked testicles?
Because we already did boiled meat barbecue, so this was the twist, I assume, was to say, can you make balls taste non-puke worthy? I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know why.
I'm not really getting this.
I don't really understand. There was so much work that went into finding the actual testicles by the time
that we
got
realized,
them.
like late that.
But shouldn't you guys be doing this on Wacky Wednesday? Why are you doing this on Friday?
I know. Wait, I gotta get this one too. It's Ball Eating Friday, everybody. We're gonna be eating balls today.
This is
Fantastic.
Like it was sort of a given that they would vomit up boiled nuts. Could they actually hold down nuts if they were prepared restaurant style?
Oh, okay, that's different. That makes sense now. All right.
I can't believe you're fucking up Free Flowing Friday for this.
Free form flowing ball eating Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta have ball eating.
I don't care what anyone says. It's somewhere it started as an idea from Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think Sam is probably responsible for.
Wasn't my? I think this came as a derivative of all the other gross foods we were eating.
Everyone's everyone always tries to leave out the one person in the herd, like the Giselle in the herd.
Yes. Poor Giselle being chased by a gackle. Dummy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's a young gackle that looks old. It's a Per Jerry gackle.
Per Jerry.
Nobody knows that word.
Progeria? Everyone knows that.
No one knows that.
Yes. Sorry.
Progeria?
Rich, I got to go with Jimmy on this one.
No, that's a fucking tough one.
Is it?
That's not that's a fucking game show question right there.
Look at all the words that you've mispronounced that we have on the wall.
I think that's exaggerated.
That is every word that Rich has mispronounced.
That's great.
Go and take a look, Colin. Maybe read off a couple.
We should add
let us
some
remember.
from today.
Yeah.
No, that's stupid.
There will be some additions. Colin's not.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz. Yes. Auschwitz, that horrible place with a concentration camp.
Some good ones.
Almond Brothers.
The Almond Brothers band. Colin can't even say it.
Altar top.
Yeah, I almost fucked that up on stage every now and
An
then.
altar top? Women wear altar tops.
Angela Jolie.
Angela Jolie, I remember that one.
Archie Buncher.
Archie Buncher.
Yeah, the character in All in the Family, Archie Buncher. Oh, shit, Rich.
Just the idea of this list is the funniest thing ever.
I know that there is a list and it's that long.
And there's new words to add to it
Yes. We've been shirking our responsibility. Jesus Christ. Yeah, enjoy that at your leisure, Colin.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. I remember that one. Well, I guess we'll get the testicle eating underway. Maybe we'll take a break. And then when we come back, I'm not kidding, people. Interns eating testicles on Testicle Eat Friday. We'll be right back.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
I'm going back to Brooklyn. I'm going back to Brooklyn.
I don't think so.
I'm going back to Brooklyn. I'm going back to Brooklyn.
Man, I don't think so. I'm going back to Brooklyn. Crying, denying, shying, blow drying, trying to fit in. Going back home. Coming back a hero where the girls look like Madonna and the guys sound like De Niro. The top is down on that guy's T-Bird and he's listening to the latest.
Kicking it, right?
This rocks. It's Colin Quinn. I remember that. That was on MTV.
That was my voice is clearer now.
How about your voice being clear on the microphone?
Hi guys.
I put this shit on. So much out of show business.
Oh man.
So,
yeah, I remember singing this though. It was very good. You were driving, right? You're
Yeah.
in the car.
it was like a parody of the LL Cool J video.
Right.
His was about Cali. Mine was about Brooklyn.
Yes.
That's why Anthony's so into this, because he was a parody guy, too, back in the day.
See? That's right.
See,
Me and
parody.
Colin share our roots in comedy, in the comedy of parody. Yes.
me, Anthony, and Weird Al.
Jesus.
Did I luck out, didn't I?
Oh, jeez.
Didn't I just fucking hit the lottery?
Fucking parodies.
Stupid.
Fucking low-budget Joe Bond.
It was Joe Bond.
Bond. No, I'm talking about Joe.
Budget James Bond.
I'm talking about Joe Bond from Idaho. He plays songs.
No, is that it?
Yes.
What are you opening for him?
Whoa, got me there with the opener, Joe. Go on. Hold on. We're here on Wacky Wednesday, but it's Friday, and he got me with the opener.
Hey, you're on this show. You're a guest.
Yeah, I'm a guest. But the difference is I can leave and say
That's true.
I can leave and save face any fucking time, all right?
Well-
Stuck here doing your contest. What do they win, huh? What do they win, Anthony?
Well, let me tell you, Rich. They're going to win the opportunity to be the top dog amongst the interns. This is fantastic.
I can't believe you guys are doing something with interns. No one ever has.
I know. I invented that, doing things with interns, Robin.
I don't like the fact that Voss is kind of going off, and it's funny, like attacking
like
you and
it's
going
true,
off.
I know.
But his volume can't go up even a little bit on his voice.
Yeah. Why? What do you mean? I'm supposed to yell?
Yes.
This is a guy who's talking about. This is a guy who's talking about speech. Who mumbled through 2 seasons of Tough Crowd. Go fuck yourself. Okay, so we stand up or sit down while we're doing this.
Oh, so you guys blame me? I was there. So you blame me for that show getting canceled.
Jesus. Cut the guy some slack.
Yeah, I want to have some slack.
What's that?
At least he's had some fucking shows
And it
where
was
he
just,
was.
I'll get another one. It's only been 5.5 years since Tough Crowd went off the air.
Are you kidding me? It's been that long?
Yes.
5.5 A whole audience in Buffalo chased him down the street.
There was no Tonawanda.
Yeah, they wanted to get on their wings back. They thought he was taking on a buffalo wing.
Oh, Chip!
Chip, because it's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I called a club in Boston. They go, we're not using New York comics for a while. I go, why? They go, Colin. He fucking ruined it.
Wow.
In the
Voss
80s.
is really ripping everybody apart.
Voss has really had it today. Yeah.
He ruined it for the tri-state area comics.
Yeah.
But he's a genius. He'll always come back. He's like a sword.
I hate when you shift gears and try. I hate when you're going one direction and then you try to get serious and wax poetic.
When does the part
Shut
happen
up.
where you save face?
Just trash him. Exactly.
Well, yeah. It's like a fact.
And while you're saving it, get
again.
it back to the horse when you're done using it.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
You give me shit.
Did Jack Waltz hurt your ears when he woke up and saw you and yelled?
Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. With my party.
I don't know who wrote the best horse joke. It was a writer. It was in a magazine. Obviously, I'm quoting this.
Yeah.
Who read it to you?
I'm misquoting. I'm misquoting this.
Let me misquote. And I misquote.
A horse walks into the bar, and the bartender says, "Why such a long face?" And the horse says, "I just found out I have AIDS."
That's a good joke.
That's pretty funny.
That's a damn good joke.
That is good.
I don't know who wrote it. Some writer.
I think Carlos Mencia. Oh, no. Of course, we all know he wrote nothing. How is that going with the comics? You heard about that, Colin, right?
What happened now?
That Carlos Mencia pretty much admitted that he steals
in that movie?
material. Yeah.
I saw the movie.
What do you think? Yeah.
It was a spoof that he was saying that in the movie.
You think he was being sarcastic?
He was being sarcastic.
Because he's been accused so many times that he figured he'd just go, yeah, I steal everything.
I said that as soon as I saw that. Probably edited that kind of shitty.
All right. Just wanted to get...
Did you see the movie?
What movie?
I Am Comic.
Oh, I said it was on
Steitner's movie.
Showtime. I haven't seen it, but...
How would you not see that? You are comic.
We were in it. We got fucking edited out.
Did
Who's
you?
us?
Me and the skirt. Bonnie were. You weren't in it?
No, you got edited out. She happened to be a fucking victim of it because they couldn't cut around you.
That's it. Her
No, we didn't do it
autobiography.
together. We're not fucking
just
Stiller and Mira Stewart.
CGI in Jabba the Hutt or something like they did.
Her autobiography is going to be called...
Her
Her autobiography is going to be called "I Was Collateral Damage."
Oh, really? You got the clip?
She looks. She watches. I guarantee she watches like Patton Oswalt and go, "He wanted to fuck me. I could have married this little worm in 2 minutes. This other nerd came out. All these like big, like elite little stars."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear the Carlos Mencia clip and get Colin's opinion on this one. If you think
Can I
this
see it?
is being taken,
Show it to him.
fuck seeing it. You just got to hear him.
Exactly.
It's
I have a
radio.
hard time telling when Guatemalans are being sarcastic.
Let's listen to a little Carlos Mencia.
A lot of people out there are going to ask, why did they interview Carlos about this? You know, Carlos is a joke thief. Carlos steals jokes, and we know this. And listen to me, and look at me when I tell you this with all honesty. If you think that I steal jokes, fuck yeah, you're right. Of course I fucking steal jokes. Are you out of your fucking mind? When I come to a comedy club, you better run, bitch. You better get the fuck off stage. Because if anything you say is even remotely funny, I'm going to make it mine. And all I'm going to do is say Mexican in the front. I'm like a rapper. I just sample shit and make it my own. Was that really my song? I don't know. But it sounds like mine. But it kind of sounds like somebody else's. It's a hit, bitch.
Wow.
Now, you could say that's sarcasm, but you could also say it's a little too detailed for just sarcasm. Like, he's thought about that.
The walk into the club.
Yeah.
Was that Carlos or Jay Moore? Who was that?
Oh, damn. Whoa.
Tell us how you really feel, Rich.
Oh, Chip.
Chippy.
Well, I saw the thing.
Yeah.
But how well he's trying to turn it around and make it look like, it's bullshit. I don't steal.
But it's so much.
It doesn't come off like that.
No, it comes off like it's very, like he's thought about this.
Right.
It's detailed. Like, I steal material. Fuck you.
It's like a guy going, it's like a serial killer going, people say I walk into a house, the family's asleep.
Yeah,
I walk up the
exactly.
carpeted steps.
I pull out the knife. I slowly run it across their throats. Yeah, it's a little too detailed to be just sarcasm.
That's right. Then Truman Capote interviews me.
It's like Manhunter.
Very good.
Why do you have to try to sound smart?
That was smart. All right, it was quite smart.
Truman
Manhunter.
Capote. I'll have the Truman Compote.
Don't you can't mess it up. When I come up with something clever, just accept
That wasn't clever.
What happened to you?
Clever.
You guys bail on the contest?
I know. I'm hoping time ticks by and we go, we're out of time.
Boss, it wasn't clever. It was just so arbitrary that we didn't know what to do.
Didn't know what to do with it. Just hung there.
Can you please open your eyes and see yourself failing?
I told you.
I'm gonna fight him.
I told you I got one more comeback in me.
You got one more, right? You know what now? You know what now? Now we got to bring the interns in to eat these things. All right,
Let's do it.
Get these fucking interns in here.
Come back, you
gonna
never
have
left.
Eat the balls.
Balls
Here comes a
contest,
cooler
ball
of balls.
Who's going to be the executive intern?
Who's gonna that's
will win the
all right.
contest?
See this?
That's good. He gets to boss around the other guys.
All right,
Yeah, exactly.
Love
Are they
Buzz
gonna
has
throw
something
up?
to say.
I'm keeping my title.
Oh, look at
I'm
this.
just saying that now.
Oh, there's smack talk. Whoa!
I'm scared.
So far, none of these guys have anything to say.
Wow.
Oh,
What
Joe,
if they
any
throw up in
last
here?
words before your mouth is full of balls? Isn't that crazy? I just said the intern's mouth is going to have balls in it. This is insanity. Wow. Holy shit. It's 1985.
Fucking got up for this.
I know, right? Anything to say? Yeah. Woo! I don't want to work, baby. Come on, everybody. It's Friday. Yeah. Tell the boss to go fuck himself today. That's what I say. Yeah, everybody. Come on. We're going to do ball eating, guys. What do you think about that? That's crazy. Holy shit.
I don't want to be hacks.
I know. We fell into hackdom. Oh, well.
Jesus.
Well, our chef is opening up the container of, and get this, balls. Various animals' testicles. It's so exciting, as a matter of fact, that TV's own Colin Quinn is reading a newspaper.
I'm reading about the Santana attempted rape. I like the way he defends it. He goes, she was forceful and willing.
She was forceful.
That's the way to do it. Flip the script on her.
I want to come out with, like, Rape the Musical. Listen, what was that thing you did?
He tries changing the subject
because I can't sing. I wanted to do some of it.
But I like that fact that he goes, what was the...
Yeah, what was the...
hold on, I had another thought.
What
was the thing you guys did in October with the other jocks?
Jocktober?
Jocktober.
Do you know next year someone's going to be doing
I'll be
that?
able to nominate this very program.
I'll pull the tape.
For a Jocktober. Jocktober. Well, look at this. We have all of the various testicles. That really...
Wow,
Rich can't
they look
take
pretty
it.
good.
Yes. Well, they're prepared two ways. So we have our testicles, lamb testicles, bull testicles, goose testicles, and what was the other one, sir? Veal testicles.
They sound good.
Crazy is that?
It smells delicious.
And
as we know, they're
weird.
delicacies in many countries.
Some of them are prepared very traditionally. And the other batch has just been boiled. Has to taste awful. And their balls, everybody! Come on! Come on! Give me the song! Give me the song!
Yeah, the song!
Come on, everybody! Yeah! Yeah! I don't want to work. I want to bang on that drum today. We're going to be eating balls, people!
They look good, though.
Is it weird looking at him not through a hole?
Rape the Rape the musical.
Yeah, he said rape the musical, Rich. He got you.
Just imagine.
Here's the magic.
Being a young girl on a farm in northern Ontario.
Alberta,
Canada.
Uh-huh.
And your mother's like, I want you to go down to the States. Our family's been, we have poverty for 6 generations of like these kind of twisted French Canadians. I want you to go down to America and marry a Jew. And she's like, okay, Mama, I will do it.
Okay, Mama. like she's from 1930s Poland. Yes, Mama.
She goes, they're all lawyers, doctors. She goes, the worst you could do is like an accountant. And then she runs into this, defiler of the tribe. This damaged zygote of Judaism. this spent jizz on my Maimonides leg. She thinks she's made a score. Mom, I did what you said. I found a Jew. Good. I don't know, Mom. He doesn't seem particularly intelligent. Don't worry. They're all smart, honey.
And they all make money, which is the important thing to get the McFarlane family out of hock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When Bonnie was young, she goes to her mother, what's a Jew? And her mother made her watch a Woody Allen movie. That's how they explained what a Jew was.
That's probably a true story.
It is a true story.
More than funny, it's true.
It is true.
And they sat there, and none of them laughed at it.
Yeah.
But then a few days later, they bring the point home. They watch, the Schindler's List, and they were all cracking up. The sorrow and the pity.
Oh, goddamn. Bonnie. Poor Bonnie.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
The musical.
Yeah. Just put the musical behind anything, and it's
Do you know
funny.
what he said to me one
Ball
time?
eating the musical. Holy Jesus, Palomino, people.
He said lean cuisine.
Yeah, lean cuisine and tortillas.
Tortillas.
What's the name of Tom Brady's wife?
Mrs. Brady.
Something Bunchen. Rich.
Are you talking about
What's
who?
her first name?
You talking about Giselle?
Oh, Gazelle.
I was praying to say Gazelle. But
Oh, there was a great documentary. Who was that actor that played Fredo?
it's John Cazale. I saw it. Oh, shit, I'm an asshole. Jesus.
Oh,
Your acting was too good.
Colin.
He's never heard that.
Colin blurted it out. We wanted Rich to say it all funny like he does.
Well, he would know who that is.
Yes, I would. Everybody. He was supposed to be the next big star in Hollywood. Dog Day Afternoon, he stole it when he played,
Don't help him.
He played, I Want to Go to Wyoming or whatever, that character, guy's name, whatever, something.
Yeah, well, but that character was unrealistic. Who can imagine a type of person that would think Wyoming was a country?
You're sitting next to him.
And then Voss explained it.
Yeah, you're sitting next to him.
Let's get to the Bull Bulls.
Yeah, come on, everybody. All right, now, Love Buzz. You know, your title is up for grabs here.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I'm not too nervous.
Not too nervous. He's not nervous. Have you ever had balls in your mouth?
Nope.
Oh, it's crazy. I'm just going to say balls
across
in the
the
mouth.
nose.
Oh. So you're just going to be eating balls today. Eat your balls. Just like Mom used to make.
Chip's in town.
Yeah.
Chip and Dice. I love this.
We're gonna have a ball.
Yeah, that's right, Chip. Chip is a genius. He's opening for me.
Yeah. Hey, Dice is gonna roll out on stage like he used a couple of dice, you know.
Very good, Chip.
Oh.
All right, let's just fucking
get
get
to it.
this
Some
over
funny
with.
fucking the dishes look delicious. Let's not act that they don't. Let's not act like they don't look perfectly cooked, man.
The 4 plates
Which one
of
are you eating?
testicles that are. All right,
Talk to a microphone.
Yeah, first of all, you need a microphone.
He just holds up a ball.
No,
Yeah.
wait a second.
Secondly, we got to make this like it's got to be amazing. You're eating balls. You don't just pop them in your mouth and chew them. We got to be like we got to put across how outrageous this is.
I'm going to start with the duck.
Whoa, he's going to have a duck ball first. Why don't you pick one up? Now, what does it feel like in your hand?
Feels like
Shame.
I always wondered what a duck ball would feel like.
Yeah.
And I always knew it would feel like this.
All right, look, don't try to be funny.
Okay.
Don't put
Just
on
trying
the
to go
voice.
along with the
Don't
bit.
go along with the bit.
Okay.
Just fucking put the ball in your mouth. All right.
All right.
That's a boiled ball.
Not bad.
Looks like a fava bean.
Listen to what it. See, not bad. It's exactly what we were going for here. Not bad.
Let's do him before he morphs into a full blown werewolf.
Okay. That is a- Look.
You have to. No. You have to rewind.
Yeah.
I want to know what a werewolf is. Rewind what just came out of this fucking. What just flew out of this oat eater's mouth.
Holy shit.
A werewolf.
He was so eager to get that out, too. A werewolf.
It would have been a great line.
Please play that, Derek. Please, I'm screaming.
Do
to
we
hear this.
have it?
Yeah, we got it, of course.
Okay.
Here you go.
There he is.
Not bad.
Let's do him before he morphs into a full blown werewolf.
Werewolf. Where you actually think he's going to put a wolf on as a coat? Werewolf.
Stroke victim comedy.
Werewolf.
Do you understand? Bonnie wakes up every morning. He's already out of bed. She looks over at the drool on the pillow.
And now that I fall asleep with my Nicorette gum in my mouth, it looks like my face has to clap because the pillow's all green and yellow.
Oh, God damn. Fucking Rich. Wow. Now, who? So that wasn't bad, you say?
Nah.
Which means you liked the balls?
I love balls.
He loves balls.
Balls across the nose.
Oh. Yeah, why don't you rest them on your chin while we wait for the rest of the guys? Oh, I like balls, Dice. Then eat them.
Yeah. If you like balls so much, why don't you marry him?
Chip is like one of the Dice fans that Dice hates and abuses.
Oh, yeah. Dice would not
Jacob.
like Chip. He's a Jacob face. Hey, Jacob face. What's the matter with you? You got no sense.
Do the poems about the little boy how he is bald because he needs money. I like that one.
You see, you give the jokes away. You don't know what you're doing. You think you're a comic. You're stupid. You're a fucking moron. A fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Chip, you're not funny.
Sure I am.
Nah, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You're a Jacob.
Cool with a jacket or something. How many cows did you have to borrow that from?
See, that you don't make sense. Jacob.
Oh. Uncomfortable confrontation of Chip.
Oh, yeah. Chip and
what's-
Dice would be great.
It's amazing. He can make his chin look smaller than it is. It's
Oh, he
almost
sucks it in for the Chip
impossible.
character.
I feel like a werewolf.
Werewolf.
His chin.
I do have
Werewolf.
I do have a very weak chin.
It's an innie almost now. Nothing.
All right, let's get the another yam bag up
Take
here.
Love Buzz's mic.
Yeah, take Love Buzz's mic there, Werewolf.
Okay.
And
Yes.
which testicle are you going to choose?
Want to start with the veal?
Oh, you're going with a veal testicle. Why don't you dig your meaty paw right in there,
And a
pull up
ball.
a veal testicle? How does it feel? Is it spongy? Is it what texture? Give us a type of food that it most feels like.
I guess like chicken, maybe?
Chicken? That's crazy.
Go ahead, Lon Chaney. Eat it.
Shane, can't eat it. There you go. Just put it
Put
in
the
his
whole
mouth.
ball in your mouth.
He's eating the boiled ball. What are your first impressions of it?
Uh-oh.
Liver.
Tastes like liver?
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
So, do you like liver?
No, I'm not a big fan. No.
Do you feel any nausea or anything?
No. I think I'm good.
One guy said it was okay. One guy said it tastes like liver. Ah!
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This is nuts.
That's crazy.
It smells horrible, though.
It smells bad.
Yeah, it smells
He also
bad.
said it smells bad.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got some ear.
The madness continues.
This is insanity.
Want some ear? Some ear smell?
You
that
know
would
what?
probably-
I think you should give these boys some ear smell.
Ear smell. Yeah. All right,
What?
here you go.
It's actually
Rich,
not that bad.
Rich is going to
Like
wipe
blueberries.
behind his ear.
It smells like blueberries.
It smells like blueberry.
Holly's never had any.
It smells like blueberry.
Yeah.
It's
Hold
fucking.
on.
It smells like fruit. Take a whiff. It's not. It's not
Yeah.
that bad. It shouldn't
Now,
smell like fruit.
Rich is going to put the finger right. Colin just smelled it and made a look.
That ain't no fruit.
All right, here we go. Go ahead, Mr.
Take some.
Intern.
Horrendous.
What does it smell like?
Hold on.
Like rotten cheese.
All right, go ahead.
Love
Rub
Buzz.
a little more.
Take some.
Rub a little more.
What is wrong with you?
It's so gross.
Love
He's
Buzz is
dying.
dry heaving.
He has to be dying. I still have to smell my nose.
Joking. Rich.
He's
All
dying.
right,
He's got to be
get a little
dying.
more. Here you go.
Hurry up, it's running out.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's like rotting flesh, right? Why is behind
Why
your
don't
ear
we get?
rotting
We
still?
got to get the intern out there to take at least a whiff, though.
It's almost gone.
It only lasts so long.
Why does it only last so long?
There's still so you can see.
It's got like a
it.
half-life.
He's like fucking
A
Iron
minute.
Man.
Look, you can
Yeah,
see- you can see
it
the
runs
oil.
out. Oh, it's like, oh, you got a skunk gland behind your ear.
That's no skunk.
That's what Bonnie wakes up to.
Oh. Yeah, does she ever nuzzle your ear and smell that?
Hold on.
She
Just,
makes
let,
there
just
we go.
smell it. Just let him smell. It's behind his ear.
Yeah, give it a good whiff.
You got to get Caesar involved.
Get a good whiff. Oh, he got
It
rocked
smells
back.
really bad. It smells like the stuff that comes out of your mouth, the little yellow shit that comes out of your mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, those little pieces of food. Yeah.
It smells rotten. It's horrible.
Rich
It's
can't
not
even.
as bad as I thought it
Rich
was gonna
smells
be.
it and starts gagging.
No, not in my
get the
fucking-
fuck out of here with that shit. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't even fucking come near me with that.
Come on, you never got any.
I don't care.
Have that
I'm going to
You
hold
never
that
smelled
record.
it?
All
Never.
right.
I
You
won't.
gotta smell it.
No, I won't.
Hold on. You got
It's
to.
not-
Danny
No, I won't.
wants some. He's fucking over there making a big scene. He wants.
Yeah,
Just
Danny's
take a
got it.
little
It's
bit.
gone. There's no more. We got to wait.
Bonnie
till-
makes him sleep in a football helmet. That's pretty bad. How'd
That's
you
really
find out
bad.
about that?
Huh?
How'd
Yeah.
you find out?
One
You
night
a
I
kid?
was jerking off and I didn't want to come.
Yeah.
God, it's like every 4 jokes works for me today.
My belly
I
button's
should just
pretty
not
bad
do
today.
that.
I guess you're not good at math either.
Oh, shit.
Do his belly button. Do your belly button.
It doesn't have that much.
But how'd you find out about that? You just,
Because I used to get
That's
these
great.
big cysts behind my ear.
oh.
And sometimes, like, they would, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I could be talking to a girl, whatever, one would pop and, like, pus would be dripping down my face.
What?
No fucking way, really?
Yeah, one time, yeah.
Oh.
It was just, like, all pus on my neck and shit.
Jesus Christ, how old were you?
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
No, it was young. I had one ear, I had the sack taken out. And this sack I haven't taken out yet.
Well, speaking of sack, why don't we get back to testicle eating? That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Where's the music? Come on!
Yeah.
I want to bang on the drum all day. I got to play my flute to it. I'm crazy!
All right. The funny thing is, nobody can resist like banging to the song.
Yeah. All right, it's Testicle Eating Friday. Joe just put it in his mouth. He couldn't even wait. He wanted balls in his mouth.
Now the guy whose face is too small for his body.
Right.
You what?
Yeah, Lou Costello. What do you think?
Exactly. Don't eat that thing floating in the pool.
You just ate what type of testicle?
It's still here.
Oh, it's a little one.
What kind is it?
Duck.
So he's going with the duck testicle.
No, we already had a duck.
No, we had
didn't
a duck. You got to take a new one.
One of these.
Yeah, put the. Don't just put the testicle on the table. That's crazy.
Put it back.
I don't give a
What kind
shit
is
where
that?
it goes. Put it up your ass.
Lamb.
lamb testicle, which is going to be a little bigger. It looks like a little piece of chicken again. Not much variety in the way testicles look when they're boiled. I've noticed this. Just a little testicle history here. We're like testicle Wikipedia. Oh, why don't you pop that little nugget? Testipedia. Testicle. All right. Well, just pop it in your fucking. Yeah, just eat it. Go ahead.
That's right.
Initial reaction? Well, your mouth is full of balls.
It's not as bad as you would think.
Not as bad as you would think.
But
I don't want
Crazy.
I want to bang on my drum all day.
Crazy.
This is insane.
it's getting progressively worse.
Wow, that's insanity.
He's pretty good on that thing.
Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of practice.
It's true.
Jesus. So it's not that bad.
I can't get it down.
Oh, can't get the balls down. What's the matter? Why? What's it doing? Is it lumping up in your throat?
It's too
chewy.
Too
chewy?
a little dry.
Use a little saliva. Chew it a little more.
Sperm went across those.
Oh, my God. You know how much jism?
No water yet.
What
No,
are you doing?
not until you're
Little
done.
face.
What are you doing? What are you fucking like pulling an ace out of your pocket? What are you doing? You don't do that. Oh, you did it? You swallowed?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was thrilling.
Wow, it's just getting nuts here.
It really is. Nuts! You said nuts? Well, I don't want to work. I want to.
Do you know, I'm so tired, I didn't even realize I was saying that. I just was just saying how crazy it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say nuts.
I know. I pick up on things. That makes me a shock jock. Where there's balls around his testicles, interns. This is crazy.
You think?
What's next? Have all of them eaten the testicles and complimented the chef?
Yeah, these are delish.
Do you think
Wonderful.
other chefs turn this down?
Yeah.
Oh, we got another ball contest.
Oh, wow.
I was a saucier.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Who's going to eat the big bull ball? Someone's going to eat the bull ball.
Well, I think Love Buzz should defend his
Love
executive
Buzz,
internship.
in order to defend his executive internship title, has to take one of the bull balls, which is the largest of these
he's eating the raw
consumables. The consumable ball.
The whole ball.
No, what was the giant ball he was there grabbing?
Yeah.
Aren't they going to eat raw?
You can't eat a raw ball. That's
okay.
against.
Oh,
you
they're
could
not
get
gonna
some
eat
kind
that?
of. You could get some, no. Those are just there for demonstration purposes, which makes it even more exciting. You can't eat the raw balls because they might get E. coli.
Oh,
yeah.
This kind of looks like sausage in a weird way.
No, it looks like a weird piece of like fucking maple fudge that you get in Lancaster. It looks like a maple.
Boy, really?
Maple, it does, yeah.
Hitting something a lot of people can recognize. I don't think I've ever seen what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking about. Of
course you
I
do.
worked the same gig.
Maple in Lancaster, right? A maple candy.
Yeah, a little maple candy.
Yes. Right. That really was too specific.
Yeah.
It looks like something Aunt Nancy used to make. Boo, asshole.
All right, why don't you now, in order to hold your title, take the largest of the testicles and shove that in your mouth. I can't believe I'm saying testicles in his mouth. This is crazy.
Just like worms in those things,
There it
too.
is. Yeah. Oh, he's gagging.
You were trash talking.
You were trash
right,
talking.
you're the
You're gagging.
champ.
He's gagging.
Do not vomit.
He's gagging.
Swallow that.
Do you know how there are worms in it?
I know.
You
I
know,
said
testicles are made up of little tubes that have actual sperm cells in them. You're eating bull sperm cells.
I did it.
Shit, he did it.
But it's in
He's
the
got
back of your throat
tears in his
still. You're
eyes.
gagging still.
Tears in his eyes
No,
from
no.
the victory. It's from the victory, not from anything else.
I'm still in the radio for a while.
Wow. Collins, this is so exciting. Collins taking a phone call. Can you believe it? I can. Colin is taking a call. Very important.
Make sure there's reservations and stuff. Every time. All right, man.
I know.
Call you guys later if I get out.
I love this stupid horn. My toodly-doo horn.
That was either Adam or Chris, and he's not telling him to come up and.
Oh.
He's Adam's guy.
Promoting, what do
You want to play
you,
ball?
yeah?
That's pretty good.
Ball? They're playing ball. You know, they're doing eating ball. That's crazy.
thing is, Anthony, you almost look like one of those satyrs if you put like cloven hoofs and like a little thing on.
Yeah.
Like
I'm a fucking one of those fucking toodly-doo with the hooves. Wow. Well, I gotta say, I think Love Buzz has retained his title as executive intern. That's
right.
Holy shit!
And
wow.
and stupidest.
Wait, these guys
Yeah.
didn't
I'll
eat the
take
big
that.
balls. They got to eat the big ones.
Why?
Joe, you want to eat the
I want
ball?
to see somebody puke at
Joe, eat the ball.
least.
No. That one.
Oscar's doing it.
Oscar's gonna. And by the way, Love Buzz. Before we even said if we wanted anyone to eat the bigger balls, he's already interviewing the interns and saying he'll do it.
Love Buzz is making the intern mistake of getting confidence way too soon.
Way too soon, and actually dictating what happens on the show.
Yeah, he is.
Exactly. Give a kid a nickname, Love Buzz. Take that and roll with it.
Nice kid, bright boy. I fired his fucking ass the next day.
What's that from?
Casino.
I watched it.
You're a beautiful woman.
Yes.
You're a very lucky man. Mr. Whatstein?
That fucking movie.
Man,
Rothstein,
you don't
no.
understand. You're guests here.
Yeah. Your guests here.
That the other fucking night, I only had like 2 hours sleep, and that movie came on. And if you watch 2 minutes, you can't stop fucking watching that movie. And I sat up. You know what else I wanted to tell you? You know what else I had?
How do you run out of steam talking about Casino being good?
No.
It was.
It is
no,
good.
Do you watch Damages?
Damages?
Oh, fuck it. FX has the best fucking...
Damages?
It's fucking great. Glenn
This better
Close.
be a play on words, and it's a show about dams.
No, Damages with Glenn Close on FX.
Well, first of all, just the fact that a guy that's from the tri-state area suddenly has this accent from, like, Michigan.
Damages.
What damages?
Oh, you gotta watch out for the damages that'll cause. That's why you gotta get the True Coat.
Exactly. And second of all, the idle fucking, 3 ladies on the patio after shopping topics that he picks. Have you ever seen Damages? I mean, this show is really...
Glenn Close?
I can't stop watching.
Yeah.
It's like watching a movie on television. That's how well it's shot.
Isn't it called Damaged or...
First of all, nobody wants this level of sincerity and enthusiasm on the fucking show.
Sometimes we do reviews
Not about
here.
Damages. You came in out of left field and started talking about Damages.
Okay.
When the conversation dwindles for 3 soccer moms in a car, then somebody brings that up. Not even in the middle of a radio show.
Have you seen an Irish Wake?
Oh, yes. Colin Quinn's show. Oh, well, I thought maybe somebody would then
we didn't
throw
mention
out a plug.
Colin's.
I know, come on.
It's Colin's show is called Long Story Short, and it's the Bleecker Street Theater, and I guess it's about the history of the world of humanity.
Yeah.
And it's
Colin's just thumbing through the
I'm
paper
also in the
right
new
now.
movie Grown Ups tonight.
Yes.
Well, Colin's show, he's got a show tonight, 8 o'clock. Saturday, tomorrow, he's got 2. He's got a matinee at 4 o'clock and then 8 o'clock. Wednesday the 30th, 8 p.m. And then Friday, July 2nd, 8 o'clock. That's the only shows that he's doing. And it's at 45 Bleecker
Really not
Street.
true.
Oh, you doing more?
Show's running through August.
Oh, why is this all we have then?
I don't know.
All right,
Don't
cool.
look at me and yell at me about
All right, no need to rush.
Jesus Christ.
Don't rush.
I was trying to create a buzz,
Take
but apparently
your
you got all
time.
summer. Relax, go one at a time. If you want tickets, I heard it was brilliant. It's 212-239-6200, or go to http://www.45bleecker.com, and
This is only funny if you read where Voice is appearing next, right after this.
the number 45. It's 45, and is Bleecker spelled?
Oh, Jesus.
Who wrote this out?
Why Wolf?
I believe T. Stephen Carlisi. Who did
How do you
Oscar?
how do you spell Bleecker?
Wait, Oscar. Who wrote it?
Caesar.
Caesar wrote it.
How do you spell Bleecker Street?
There's
Way
many ways
Wolf of
you can
London.
play it. You can play. You can
yeah,
spell
you
it a
can
couple different ways.
No, I just did Voss's.
What?
Boss, you weren't supposed to get into any spelling conversations.
Way Wolf of
Just
London.
steer clear. Let the
Yeah,
big boys
boss.
talk about
I
spelling.
could fucking. There's a couple ways to spell Bleecker.
Yeah.
Yes, like you, Bleaker is how you've made my life.
Are you looking it up?
Bleecker Street. I'm making sure.
You don't have a dictionary?
Two E's.
Oh.
A dictionary.
Here's how he spelled it. BLEECKER.com.
Well, maybe the fucking
Bleecker Street.
C is, the C is silent.
The J should be silent.
Did you?
It's 45 Bleecker Street.
There was such a great one, and then Voss kind of ruined it by going, the Jew?
Yeah. Just
Why would you say that out loud? Take your lumps.
45bleecker.com. It's number 45, BLEEKER.com.
When did you get here?
212
Like that's just behind your ear.
239-6200, running through August. I'm going to see it this week. Or early next week. I didn't.
How do you?
Yeah.
And Seinfeld directed it, or did he produce
See,
it?
here's the beauty. Right now, I was going to say something, and I just realized, Boris, what you should learn from. I go, never mind, because I knew I was going to sink myself in a fucking Guatemalan sinkhole. Seinfeld directed and produced it.
All right, cool. So,
What do you do? Like you said, okay, sit there, like stand. Wait, it was like Simon Says almost, huh?
Simon Says.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying.
Get the flute.
Yeah! Come on, we got to bring the energy back on the show.
Yeah! There through August. Colin really ruined the plug, though, because it's like someone saying, tickets are going fast. No, they're readily available.
But you do the plug, and then Voss is right afterwards.
Boo!
Voss?
Boo! 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 Interracial couple on television. Oh, you didn't know why we were booing?
I thought you was booing because there was a lady was wearing some kind of dress or something.
They cackle like women.
Rich will be performing at the Treehouse.
Why'd you use air quotes when you said that? Air quotes at the
Performing.
I know it.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be overperforming.
God,
Rich is going to be performing at the Treehouse June 26th.
Do you remember
in
with
Danbury
Brad where they canceled your New Year's Eve show, you and Levy, the Treehouse?
Why do you have to just make it real and mean and remind people?
Why?
As if he doesn't have a litany of
I
failures
can't
to
believe
remember.
he would go on tour with his manager, too.
What's that?
Go ahead, read it.
All right. Borgata, July 2nd and 3rd is where I will be.
Yes, I'm going. I'm going to that one.
Rich, June 26th in Danbury Treehouse. Go to treehousecomedy.com.
Two of them. I'm doing Danbury, and then I run over and do Stratford.
What's this called? Rich Voice what?
Oh, this is Mardi Gras in Scottsdale.
What had he called it one time?
Oh, God, yeah, that's on the
Mardi
list.
Gras.
Mardi Gras.
This is Mardi Gras. This is where I need people because I'm doing a door deal. I mean, because it's a great club. July 28th and 29th.
Where's that?
In Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a rock club because I'm out there for a golf tournament, even though I can't hit a ball anymore. And I'm going to.
What did you say? You can't hit what?
A ball!
Ah!
He looks just like Pan, like one of those.
Yes. A centaur.
You could be a centaur.
I am a centaur. Ugh.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Oh, why not be a congressman?
Centaur.
I like the fact that at the last minute, Norton in his head made the audible where it's too smart for Chip, but it's perfect for a trashing of voice.
That's exactly what I did.
Absolutely. Look at that.
I think Colin saw the face shift.
Yeah.
It went back to my normal face.
Yes, this is a good one. Oh, what do we got here?
A fucking comedian.
It's Caesar. Say that is how you spell Bleecker for the 45 Bleecker Street.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Caesar.
Oh, Caesar.
2 years in office, and look how uppity they get now.
Oh, Jesus.
BL come in here correcting the
BLEECKER Street Theater. So I'm incorrect?
You are.
All right. You're fired. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you firing me? No, I'm not firing you. I'm firing you. It's a great friggin' fuck up that they left in. Because they cut right after that, and De Niro's face looks like he's ready to start cracking up laughing. That he said, "No, I'm not firing you. Yes, I'm firing you."
What movie?
Casino.
I watched it the other night. You know what that movie? If you watch 3 minutes of it,
yes, we heard.
It's like,
I heard that from
it's like
somebody.
watching half of an episode of Damages.
Damages. Damages.
when do you do your podcast?
Oh, well.
Do you do a podcast? Do you? How come I've never been asked to be a part of it? I want to be on your podcast.
There's no podcast.
Please.
Colin Quinn podcast. Where's this
There's
happening?
no podcast.
Damn. Let's see that one.
I'd love to be on that.
I don't
Server.
even know how
Good
to do a
service.
fucking podcast.
Well,
like
obviously,
this.
because you don't know how to do this. Nothing.
Oh,
It might have helped if you didn't do this first.
I know. I'm sorry. I wish if I had
It was
eyes
like a
your
baby
big, I
on a
could've went
radio
like that.
show.
What, Rich? About the
I heard. Did you talk about Carlos Mencia? Did you hear?
No, Mencia, not Carlos. Mencia.
He's another comic from that when Mark Maron and them went after him. Did you hear that stuff on the podcast? And all these Mexican and Latino comics were calling in, fucking telling stories about how fucking Carlos, how fucking ruthless.
They weren't defending him because they were all of the same racial
I
background.
heard George Lopez threw Carlos against the wall or tried to choke him for years.
Really?
Yeah, the comics. Let me tell you something. When it comes to stealing material or the perception of it, comics are not going to defend each other based on race.
Really?
No.
Wow, that's the thing where they will actually fork off from their race. And,
Well, it's like if you're doing Latin material, you're stealing from Latin guys, so they're the ones you're stealing from.
yeah, well, it's about time.
Well, I'm just saying.
Turnabout's fair play. What?
I was done with that.
Jimmy just smashed Rich's breakfast with his fist. It was wonderful.
Punched his muffin.
Do we need?
No, let's take it out.
You know what? Just each one of you grab some of the well cooked stuff because I'd like to know if it tastes like regular food.
Frittata.
Yeah,
Smells good.
Just grab a handful
Could you at
of
least play
fucking.
the flute, another song while they're doing it?
Oh, absolutely! While
How
they're
about
eating, and then we'll
Green
get there.
Sleeves.
Go. Yo, how does that go?
I just want to say I had a ball.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, Bleecker Street Theater. What song was that?
Green Sleeves. What's funny is all the listeners have to listen to you, man.
I'm doing a pan flute. I'm Zamfir. Remember Zamfir, master of the pan flute? They'd sell for fucking the LPs or cassette. All right, what did you just eat?
I had some of the veal.
And it's good.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was veal balls when I was eating it.
Why would you? It's prepared like fucking gourmet food.
Yes, there's nothing that would indicate that unless there was a veal going. Come on, don't.
Yeah, stop. Stop. I mean, we're expecting boiled balls, and you bring in this gourmet shit.
Boiled balls.
I got duck testicles and some kind of nice pasta thing.
Probably delicious.
How was that?
Chinese food.
Chinese food.
Tastes like Chinese food.
Tastes like Chinese food.
He looks like a young Bobby Kelly.
Oh, a little bit.
I've gotten that.
Huh?
I've gotten that.
What,
but-
AIDS?
And that didn't make.
Sorry. All right, step right up to the next plate. Step up to the plate, get it? Holy
Thank you for
Jesus.
having me today. I had a ball today.
Oh, no, you had a what? I'm not going to fucking get a ham-handed fucking intro like that.
Exactly.
I only do the real ones. I knew you were trying. I knew your shenanigans. I had a ball today. Good timing.
When you
Step up to the plate.
when you play that,
Yeah. How is that?
It was really good. It tastes like sausage.
Like sausage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, this,
Sausage?
what a crazy.
Yeah.
this is a guy that grew up eating off a dirt floor. Anything's going to taste
I know,
good
it's
right
going
now.
to taste great.
Walk down to the fucking river to do his
Yeah.
laundry.
That's not true. But
How's the fucking river rat?
No.
How many of those have
The
you eaten
trap
down
rabbit.
there?
no, that's not.
No?
No.
River rat. And what's the last one down there?
I'll try this.
Is that beef balls?
Yep.
And what is it? It's in some kind of what sauce?
I don't know, but
it looks fucking really good.
No, it
Yeah?
doesn't. It stinks.
Good. How
No,
was
it
that?
doesn't. The thing behind his ear stinks.
That's good. Look, he's going back for seconds. How outrageous is an eating contest when they're going back for seconds? Look at the size of the piece he's
taking some
He
to go.
loves it.
That's because I don't have a.
He loves it.
Is that an omelet?
Sure.
He made.
This ball's a little hard though. Oh, here you go.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's what Lance Armstrong said.
Oh, here.
Yeah, it's a ball with a lump on it.
Crazy. Oh, there he goes. How is that?
Really good.
Really good.
All right.
This is.
Can they take
This
these
is a
dumb
kid
things
who's-
out?
All
There's a
right.
kid whose idea of a leisure activity growing up was assassinating somebody off of a mini bike.
You know what? Wow, what a segment. Now clean it up, you guinea brat. Be a ball eater like your father.
Could it be a Giselle, just like your father?
All right. Well, let's thank the interns and, of course, our mystery chef, who doesn't want to be known for cooking balls perfectly, apparently. They loved it.
This is show business, too. You're going to blame the chef that this thing bombed. Like, he'll probably never get back on
please,
here.
Believe me. So I'm absolutely blaming the chef. He did a wonderful job preparing testicles, even the boiled ones. He probably prepared the water with olive oil and garlic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Wine.
boil it.
He pushed them
Little
all in.
wine, some sugar.
Yeah.
That's how you make sauce.
You never know when you may have to cook for a hack radio show one day.
All right, there they go. Thank you, gentlemen. Get back out there and do whatever you interns do. It's going to be the last time I ever speak to you guys. I'll blame one of the worst segments ever on all of you.
Unless you drop 3 years and grow tits. Sip.
Sip. After that line.
Coffee was too
sip.
strong.
Was it?
Ugh, well, too dark.
And that joke wasn't strong enough.
Fucking jokes. Who cares? I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
I'm only a comic.
Yeah, really? Good.
What do you need about jokes? Fuck them.
Good enough.
They're overrated.
8 years of this shit. You're lucky I'm even fucking talking. Okay? Go fuck yourselves. Come in here, take a shower for your little dumb contests. Fucking, this is unbelievable. It's like doing every radio show on the fucking road. Oh, good. I step in during your contest. Why don't we make a pyramid now out of the interns and let the top one eat balls? You guys suck. This is the fucking worst. I'm telling you. It went from edgy. You're like Penn and Teller in Vegas now. You went from edgy guys to, oh my God, this is the Vegas show. Fucking done. When are you going to start fall walling radio? This is the fucking worst.
Fort
You know, it
Wallen?
doesn't. Don't. I made a mistake because I'm fucking telling the truth. God damn it!
But the
I am
truth is,
done.
You wouldn't have even noticed if I had to come in and immediately surmise.
I didn't even notice you even. I didn't
Stupid
even
idiot.
notice. I'm the one who said Wacky Wednesday. Okay, I set him up like I always do.
But as
okay,
soon
20
as-
minutes after I came in and just said, "Hey, what the fuck is
As
this?"
soon as
No.
When I came in,
hit
boss
me
was
what
laughing.
was going on, I realized there's no real reason for it. Take it easy, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you recently got a phone call, by the way? Okay, very good. Very good.
Oh, now that's the story we want to hear.
Yes.
You know.
A break his fucking legs.
I tell you, the Italians, they still never change. Have you recently got a phone call? Okay.
You're so
They still
right.
talk the same
It's just like you know the thing. We were talking about that thing. Oh, that's taken care of. All right.
Great.
The thing. Yeah, he's you know, I like that guy.
Oh.
He's all right.
God, does he hate his career?
Well, as far as his radio career goes, he's very successful in his other career as a chef. But yeah, as far as this goes, even he had this look on his face like, what the fuck am I doing here?
I know.
What am I doing here? Oh, well. You know, they don't all go out of the park.
No, that's the way it
You
is.
know?
No,
in
but
the
some are
park.
fouled off their shin. This was a long fucking way from not going out of the park.
I think you got hit with a pitch on this one.
Yeah. This was a dribbler foul.
Net is short. Net is close.
But as Voss
Ball
once said,
two.
it's a numbers game.
That's what it is, baby.
Voss
Yeah.
once said it's a numbers
It's a
game.
numbers game.
It is. You throw enough
Sometimes-
against the wall and
What's
you
it
go
called?
see a Collins
That's
show.
it. You're not very nice to your pal Colin.
Ah, fuck him and fuck you.
I thought he was going to say I'm fucking with him for a second. It's like, fuck him and fuck you. Holy shit, boss. I love Angry Voss.
I love it.
Angry Voss
But
is
that's
great.
why Voss is funny.
Yeah.
Because
When he's
he
just
just
angry.
really is fucking.
it's
He's
just-
got brass balls.
Spew. Oh, whoa! The bit's over. I could give a shit. Da, da, da,
If
da.
only people could have seen you on that fucking pan flute.
I get so into it. Like I want to hit all the notes, but it's a slidey whistle, so yeah, it's got to. Every note has to go up to it. I
You
can't
and
just hit
Sam
it.
together were like perfect.
Look at the spit that flies out like it's Voss is talking. Or
But
something.
when you play it, your eyes are like my 3-year-old looking for affirmation that this is going. You know what I'm saying?
With her lips wrapped around something like mine are.
That's a
She
nice.
gets the
That's
whistle.
nice about a 3-year-old.
That's nice.
That's good. That's a good way to talk.
Ant's eyes are like his 3-year-old, wondering why is my dad so stupid.
Thanks for saving me. Sorry. Because Rich was ready to unload that I made a sexual joke about his 3-year-old daughter.
Jesus Christ, she's too old for you.
Aw, please.
Oh, please. If my daughter saw you, she'd step over you to eat pussy. What the fuck?
Oh, wow. How are the older ones doing?
She graduated the other day. First one in the family.
Really?
No,
Yeah, I bet.
No, she graduated. I sat for fucking 4 hours on a metal fucking bleacher going, it would have been a lot easier to quit school, okay? Sat there and fucking, I got to wait for the V's to be called for her to get her diploma.
All right, it's
and
way
she
down
walks
on the
up,
list. Yeah,
500 kids, and she fucking doesn't even look at the camera, you know? Yeah, like fucking 20-something thousand. I convince her to go to community college, okay, for 2 years till she figures out what she wants. And like the other one. And then she says yes. And all of a sudden her college calls that she applied to 2 weeks later to let her in because obviously they didn't hit their fucking quota. So 2 weeks.
For Jews, you mean?
No,
Oh.
she's only half Jew, supposedly. So, you know, if they call her 2 weeks after the fucking cutoff, you know, the fuck. It cost me $19,000.
Excited.
I'm fucking mad. I don't have the money.
You don't have
All
19
right.
grand just laying around?
Fucking
Fucking half
one-third
a
of
year's
it.
work.
What's that?
It's
That's
like
it, really?
He was like Peter Finch in Network. If Peter Finch was spitting down at the people below, I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it.
I'm not going to take it anymore.
Yeah. A nickel buys 2 nickels worth.
Go to your windows. Drool into the streets.
Yeah.
You ever seen that
Why
work?
don't you talk about the movie Boys in the Band that you were in?
You
They don't get it.
Boys in the Band?
About AIDS.
No, it isn't.
No,
Is that
it's
what it was about?
Gays of the 60s.
Gays.
Oh,
What's wrong?
right,
That was
right.
a good movie,
It was
too.
a movie. To him, it was a documentary.
It's like Damages.
I also, which I haven't started watching yet, I heard it's great, is Breaking Bad. I ordered that, too.
What the fuck is this?
You're like a washwoman.
What are you talking about? What do you
You're
mean?
like
I buy these fucking. If you had,
First of all,
if,
it's
listen,
bad
you
enough
sit-
if you talk about a show you watch, but he's like, a show that I haven't watched yet, I want to talk
Well,
about.
the
wanna
thing
talk
is,
about
when
it.
you
Shut
sit and
the
watch
fuck up.
3
The cover of the
When
box looks interesting.
when you watch 3 episodes, that's 3 hours. You don't have to think of things to say to your
Box
wife.
looks
Oh,
interesting.
okay. Like I'm sorry. I'm a failure.
Exactly.
Hey, you rolled the dice, you lost, honey. I'm telling you, she looks at all of them. All those little bastards were in love with her, I guarantee.
yeah, yeah.
Every little guy, alternative scene.
She's
kid
an
is
attractive
doing well
girl,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Beautiful, funny,
Yep.
smart.
You're making a face. Why?
She made one
You
movie.
don't think
good.
Bonnie's attractive?
She is brilliant.
She's
the way
brilliant
she's
and
putting
she's
this down,
beautiful.
she's fucking brilliant. I'm telling you, she is.
I asked if you thought she was beautiful.
She's she is the best.
Oh, shit.
I'm only confused. She is beautiful. She's a good-looking mom. You know what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you're gay, I mean, when you're married, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know there's a video game
Any
and
one
one
of
of
them.
the
She could have had
characters?
Jeremy Piven. She could have been her
Oh,
husband.
my God. Could she have?
Zach Galifianakis. Any of the
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
that kinda
that's
around
who
the
she
whole
wants.
scene.
Is that fucking
I'm saying she
dope
could have
boy
any
laying
one of
next
those
to her?
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be sitting. She'd be laying next to him.
But
in a
are
nice
any of them
mansion.
this?
Oh, God.
You still got it.
He's still got it, all
Are
right.
any of them that?
You can't even talk when you lift your shirt up. You're sucking in so much.
You're right. That's how you show your muscles.
Tightening up.
Okay, that's how you. Fucking the stomach of Bob Gullop.
Who the I don't know what you're saying half the time.
He does.
My
I'd rather make him
God,
laugh.
Rich. Yeah, that's
He
true.
didn't. It wasn't his idea to do the fucking ball eating contest.
Wasn't mine either. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
We don't know where it came from. Somebody infiltrated the program and slid that into the notes.
Yeah.
Bobo's
What
on
the-
the phone.
That didn't come from LaWanda here.
Boss is right. That was an idea from the 70s, local radio from the 70s. That was like Tulsa local radio in the 70s.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Thank you for saying that, because I was going to save it till the end of the show. But that was a tribute we were just doing right there.
Ah.
It was not to be taken seriously as a bit. We were doing a little, we like to call the Friday morning rewind, where we take an era of radio and recreate it.
And today was the first day.
Is that why me and Boss are the guests? I had to say
Exactly. See? Yes.
I was looking through my.
Yeah, you saved yourself. See?
You guys can never
self-deprecating humor.
You guys can never make fun of Scorch again after today.
No.
Or Screech.
But
what?
I don't know. I just want to use SCH's names.
Why would you, of
How
all
about
people, want to use
schmuck?
SCH?
No, I seriously want to apologize for the testicle
Friday
portion
morning rewind.
of
I
the,
like it.
It was
I like
Friday morning rewind. And what we do next week on Friday will be the wonderful 30s of Germany, where we will talk about the Juden and
I heard 2 weeks-
Kristallnacht.
I heard 2 weeks from now you guys are doing a Hutu Radio Rwanda.
Yes,
1994.
yes. We're going to say...
These cockroaches must be eliminated.
Yes. What was that about the big tree? We must...
We must chop off.
Yeah,
we chop down the
big tree, and then everyone just goes bullshit with machetes.
Right.
Old school radio. We're going to take radio from all over the world. And we'll do some BBC stuff. Very boring, dry radio like today.
When people in like 2050 rewind and they go back to 2010, will they go, wait a second, this isn't 2010?
Well, if they hit the rewind show.
If they hit you guys, won't they think this is 1970? Like, you gotta.
shit.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what we say. We just said it for 8 minutes. You just reiterated it.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying rewind radio.
I know. It's something a dumbass would say.
We're caught in a parallax.
Yeah, right?
Oh, Chip.
Jesus, time flies when you want to get the fuck out of here. Fucking hack situation. I'm sitting between two guys I pray don't bleed on me.
Jeez, they're hetero.
Huh? It doesn't matter. Look at them. Oh, you kidding me? Everybody's experimented.
Exactly. There's not one person in this row that hasn't sucked a dick.
Yeah, but some enjoy it more than others.
Yeah, for drugs. Right?
Nah,
you said you did.
No, I never said I sucked a dick.
The guy actually gave him drugs to make him stop. He's like, look, here, just take this.
I remember my gym teacher said to me, too much teeth.
Yeah. Probably rather have Buscemi sucking his dick than you. See? It's like a bear trap.
That was like, you're like fucking Slim Pickens on the bomb falling out of the fucking...
Yeah! Riding it down. Riding it right down. I was going to say, Bonnie McFarlane, by the way, is featured. The name is featured in a game that Laszlo was involved with.
Oh, really?
Yes. Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We all did a voice on it, and then you come across this town, and there's a girl in it named Bonnie McFarlane.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
she blowing open micers?
No, she's married to the retarded blacksmith. See, get it?
Ugh.
I got a meeting to go to after this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
the first step. Once you take the first step.
I knew if I didn't fucking be specific, that was coming.
Is it with that chef?
No. It's another guy about another thing. It's just one of those things.
Do I get to go to the meeting?
No.
Oh, it's not one of those?
No, this is
Oh, it's for people
I
whose
got a
names
meeting
are on the show.
down the hall, and God damn, Rich, that's brutal. Wow. Yeah, I got to go down the hall, and
Are you scared?
I think
Hey, when you
I'm going to be
pan flute playing.
I'm going to be reprimanded.
Listen,
pan flute.
When you become as rich as you are, does anything scare you anymore? For real, like, do you get like
Yes.
what kind of what could like
That
you
the
know,
fact that I have 10 more minutes to do of this show before.
I'll tell you what's great though, when on radio when somebody brings up like an interesting kind of personal subject, like dealing with the bosses and kind of a situation, and then somebody else who's just a guest on the goddamn show changes the subject.
Listen to me. Let me explain
Why
something.
don't you fucking
If
read
you
the
knew
vibe in the
anything,
room? We're
if
in
you
the
knew
middle of something.
anything about this show, you've heard them and the boss bitch for fucking 5 years. Okay, we don't care about them and the boss anymore. Okay, we care about other things. All right, so go fuck yourself and go back to bed. All right, maybe wake up in 2030 and come out with a new one-man show, and maybe by then Julian McCullough will be producing it. You suck. I'm talking to him about Real
Holy
Deal.
shit. Goddamn Angry Rich. Fucking Angry Rich. We don't care about the boss.
And they guarantee at the end of the show. I wasn't too rough on it, was I? I was only
that
kidding.
okay? I was kidding. Should I
It
send
should be Angry
should I send
Worm.
a card and flowers?
Angry Worm. 'Cause he slithers back after the show.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah. You know I was just kidding, right?
In the moment.
Jeez, I could close
That
my
was a
eyes.
nice fucking hammering.
That was a good slam. That was good. The fact of the matter is, though, Rich, yes, we have been doing the boss thing for many years because we have had our run-ins with authority figures.
Oh, really? You're the first ones that ever had problem with their boss?
But this is me having to go down the hall and be reprimanded for being tardy this morning.
That's it for tardiness.
Tardy. Well, I've been tardy a little more than I should be.
Sometimes it makes our lives unmanageable.
Yeah. So I've been tardy, and I have to now march down the hall and talk with Stephen Blatter and be reprimanded.
Is that Gold's brother?
I know. That's going to be my walk. I have to walk the Green Mile. I have to walk the Green Mile.
Well, you know
which
what?
it's literally a mile, by the way.
But you can look on the bright side
So
of
you're
it.
getting yelled at for being tardy, not for setting up a replica of Hitler's Austrian villa in the middle of Long Island.
I wish Voss had said replica instead of you.
Yeah, you did
That's
say
your wish?
You did
That's
say
your
replica.
Yes.
Well, the Green Mile could be the green line towards your future. Maybe if you know.
Is that a Vosspiration?
No, it's a Fidelity commercial.
Oh.
Well,
God, a
listen to me.
Fidelity commercial.
The problem is you're
Why
on
is it that
fire.
much attention to
You're on
it?
fire being mean and funny. Don't try to be clever. Leave that to like the alternative scene. You try to be clever because your wife is like, could you pretend to be one of the alternative guys that made it once in a while in bed? Keep that for fantasy
bed.
sex.
Put a little stool next to the bed with notes on
Could
it.
you, honey, pretend to be Blaine Capatch tonight?
Every time you talk, it gives me hope.
Why?
I don't. He got nothing.
What, that you could still survive with nothing? Is that what you're saying,
What I'm
Rich?
saying is,
Nothing.
You got nothing. What a scumbag Voss is today. He is an insufferable prick today.
But it is funny as shit.
It really is. I love this side of Rich.
I go, why? Because you got nothing.
And he looked you right in the eyes when he said it.
I just gave you a little
He
cocky
meant it.
smirk, like,
Yeah.
you got nothing.
Holy
I see you.
shit.
I see through you. You got nothing.
Oh, I'm wondering how much trouble I'm in. Like, if I'm in, because Bob called me, my agent called, and like, that's not good at this hour. Like,
How
so
late
now
were
I'm just
you?
like, I came in at 6:40. I'm supposed to be here at 6, but the show starts at, 6 o'clock?
Okay, here's the trouble.
That's the trouble. That he goes. The show starts at what? 6 o'clock. He's been here 8 years. What does it start about? 6:30.
Sometimes it's like 6:05 if there's some production.
So who was
thing
here?
going.
Norton was here.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jimmy was
She
here.
was like, yes, I was here precisely.
Jimmy was here. Yes, I was promptly here at 5:59.
Yeah,
You know,
and
Jimmy, he was praying you don't show up ever again, and it turns into the Jimmy show, okay?
I know.
So he doesn't have to go on at 4 in the
Jimmy would be very
afternoon
good.
and play fucking Vic Henley bits.
And did the
Wow. You are pulling names out of your fucking ass?
Boss is on fire today.
I wish.
Well, then you have your excuse why you were late.
What?
was a fire on the LIE. Nothing.
On the JEW.
Oh, my God.
How could things that were so good turn so bad so fast?
I don't know. Listen to one of your tapes.
Holy shit. He's on a tear. Yeah, so I have this feeling like I used to get in school. Like I got this
when the principal would call you in and say you're never going to be allowed to teach here again.
The family isn't pressing charges, but
exactly. We found it. We know it's you. We found cum all over her nappy mat.
Or was it that feeling that you had to go home and take a shower with your dad again?
I knew.
Hey, that was we did an hour on that one
you were
day.
choking up on the bat too hard.
Okay.
Yeah. One day.
Exactly. We've talked about a lot of things.
Maybe at Callback Radio, you just wanted to call back something on Callback Radio.
I'm trying to get a feed, a vibe off of how
What's
much
gonna
trouble
happen?
I'm in. Because I got to walk down there.
Pretend the
go into
father
an
of one of
office,
your
I'm
girlfriends
sure the
walks
door is
in.
going to be closed. Those never went well.
All you gotta do is say,
the
guys.
one time, the girlfriend I had that had a father, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd rather have father issues.
Do you want
than
me
a
to
father.
speak for you? I'll walk
Will
in
you
with
be my
you,
representative?
and you can whisper to me, and I'll say what you're going to answer and what you're not going to answer.
Yeah.
Senator Anthony demands an apology. He's owed an apology here, Senator.
And then maybe we can have Bladder's brother sit there with a bad hat on, and then Steve can go, all right, you can...
Yeah. He could have had his own radio show. Or
You guys are leaving
something.
Bobo on hold this whole time.
Oh, fuck him.
Would you like to talk to Bobo?
I'm giving Bobo 2 seconds.
He's got
Go.
an idea for the...
Go.
Okay.
Go.
what is it?
Quick.
Bobo!
Bobo, what? What? Make it fast.
Everybody's been saying me and Rich Boss should do a sitcom together.
All right. Thank you, Bobo.
All right.
Yeah. Who's everybody?
Wow.
On the bus?
Bobo's gone.
Yes.
He's gone. I would have
Dummy.
loved to have discussed that for another hour.
Exactly. Dummy and Bobo, they'd call it.
That's the kind of defense you're going to have when he walks in the room with you. I'm telling you, he is defense right here.
You think I
He's fucking
thing is,
brilliant,
I
this
can't.
one.
I literally have to go in there and sit down.
Be cocky.
And be.
No.
that
Look,
shouldn't
I'm
hurt.
tired. What?
I should be. No, I should be humble.
Well, you've said to me before, and no one's listened, but like you've said, look, Bladder's a pushover. You run right over him. That's what you say.
Did you say no one's listening?
Yeah,
Are you talking about...
I was saying that earlier. Jesus Christ, Jim, I was not.
No, you weren't.
Why don't you
Jesus.
limp
Oh, my
in there
God.
and go with the medical thing?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Say you fucking hurt yourself this morning and took in, a little extra time.
And took in a little extra time?
Taken to
What happens to you when you talk?
I'm
Tooken.
tired, man.
Do you think "tooken" is a word? What would make you say "tooken"?
Yeah, like a tooken black guy.
All right, look. Let's just see if Bob wants to come in for a minute. Bobby. Oh, all right.
I thought I was at an aquarium when I just now.
We're in a glass booth. Of course, the studio's glass walled, and there is a
The
rabbit.
big fatso outside.
Oh my God, the door was open when you just yelled
So
that.
what? What's he gonna do? Get in? He'll never fit. I'll just wait till he leaves.
I want to see if he breaches the tile ceiling. Holy shit. I thought I smelled krill. See, that's what whales eat.
Well, I wonder what you're going to be eating in this meeting.
Oh, I know. My fucking balls.
You're gonna have a helping a humble pie.
Oh, God. Making me feel bad here, Chip. I need a little pick-me-up. Give me a
gotta
little
go
something to
in
make
there.
me
Why
feel
don't
good.
you walk in
I'll
with the
tell you
flute?
what, go
What
in
should I
there
do?
like fucking Dice.
Really?
Yeah. You think Dice would take shit when they tell him he's fucking 40 minutes late? He's been on time every day for this long?
Well, maybe,
Jesus Christ.
You
These
should
are
just
the
go in
fucking
there.
ideas that got you canceled.
You gotta say
What is wrong?
Yeah, did
Every
you go to-
time you have an idea, rewind to 3 years ago.
Did you go to
and
Comedy
rethink
Central
it.
like Dice? Did you walk in there like Dice? Hey,
Yeah.
it's my show. I'll do it the fucking way I want, asshole.
Okay.
Do you understand? What? I'm what?
Fuck you, I'll take a half an hour show and do a 40-minute fucking sketch.
Oh, wow. Rich is critiquing
That's my favorite show.
your program there. I thought it was very good, insightful, topical. I thought
Nobody
Colin was a
cares
good
what-
host.
It was.
It was the best show on television.
It was good.
You know what? That show, what made it? Celebrities watched it, and they would come up to you.
Celebrities.
Celebrities, I said.
Yeah, no, you said
I remember Vince
celebrities.
Vaughn came up to me in a fucking restaurant.
Vince Vaughn who?
Von Frankenstein. Vince Vaughn. Holy
Fucking
shit.
best show on television.
Wow.
Fucking ruined me. I took it harder when that was canceled than when my first wife left me. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I swear, I'm not bullshitting. It was
Yeah.
like, it was horrible.
Yeah, I felt
Ugh.
bad. It was
Because
a
at
good
least when your
goddamn
first
show.
wife left you, you knew you might have to find another girl that would have sex with you.
Ah,
True.
see?
Oh, it's true.
Now you're not.
You knew you weren't going to find any other TV show.
No, it's unbelievable. You know, every time it's
I was
horrible.
sad. I was trying to trash voice. He goes, "It's true. It's true.
It's true. Yeah. Then it got just real, and he got sad. It's true. Yeah.
What are you kidding me? In September, my whole career turns around.
Really? Does it?
Yeah, there's good things happening, baby.
What?
Oh,
The special we did.
he's being
The
cryptic.
thing. The
Well,
special.
I'm being told
What?
there are 5 minutes left in the program.
And
which we
probably
should
5 minutes
use.
left in your job.
Oh, my God. Don't say that. I get very paranoid when I have to go in to see the boss. I do have these bad feelings that I get when I have to go in and
No,
talk
I'll
to
tell
the
you
boss.
exactly how they're going to do it.
What?
They're going to be like, Anthony, we treat you pretty good here. I mean, as far as you're like, yeah, yeah.
I go, yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, we ask, you know, you guys have little demands. All we ask is one thing: you show up for the show on time. I mean,
Yeah, like, you know.
Fuck you, Colin.
It's it's gonna be some of this. You know, this is just, it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
But yeah, fired.
Probably, you know.
Yeah.
They'll probably go, you know, Howard's always on time. They'll throw that in your face. But I guess he has to be on time, all the listeners he has. So, you know what I'm saying? They're probably going to throw that in your face. But the worst comes,
You don't skate out of a
Hold on,
slam.
I'm leading into something. You always have.
By the way, I don't have a limo that fucking picks me up every morning either.
Exactly.
I have to get my own ass awake and my own ass in my fucking
Okay.
vehicle and drive from Long Island here. Sometimes, you know, I don't make it on time.
Well, maybe you would have a limo if you didn't do hacky fucking
Yeah.
ball eating fucking contests. What I'm saying to you is you always have the gun in karaoke to fall back on. If worse comes to worse, you go in your basement, you do your little shows,
My
okay?
little shows?
Your little
while
shows in your
boss is
basement.
trashing you, he's
Yeah.
got 3 ketchups in his hand for
Yeah.
no reason.
Yeah,
I know.
They are because
It's
they're
like an
going
old
into my
lady
pocket.
accepting.
Yeah.
There is a reason, okay? I don't want to throw tomatoes.
Keep tissues in your watch band.
I don't
too,
want to
Grandma.
throw tomatoes at you at your show. I want to throw ketchup packages.
How much weight you put on?
Whoa!
I'm not fucking with
Wow.
None. Maybe 5 pounds.
You did a little bit.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
A little bit right in the gut section.
A little bit. I'm sorry, I'm 53 this month, and I quit smoking 4 years ago, and I gained maybe 3 pounds, 3 fucking pounds. Okay, you've never. Okay, you can never go to Norton till you gain weight again. Okay.
What? But we say to Bob Kelly all the time, if he gains weight, we go, wait, Bobby,
Yeah, because
you
Bob
gained
Kelly, you can tell he gained weight because you're putting advertisements on him.
You don't think
you
don't think there's more of a paunch than there was like
Yeah, then when I was a
month
fucking
ago.
kid.
No, like a month ago.
No, there isn't.
When you were showing, when
Dude,
we
you
were
put
doing that,
on fucking 10 pounds. It's, I
when
don't
we
give
were
a
doing
fuck.
when we were doing the show your abs thing.
Okay,
right?
hold on.
And you were
Is
showing
there-
your abs.
is
There's a little more of a paunch.
You think that I gained weight right here?
Oh God! Oh
Rich
shit!
just opened his asshole.
Oh fuck!
And the same quality of thought came out of it that we've been hearing all morning.
That was the most intelligent thing I saw come out of you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you better get. You better practice that position in your fucking meeting.
Oh,
Okay.
bent over with my asshole up. I think it's right. Face down, AAC's up.
All right, look at the belt's all the way down here.
Whatever.
Oh God! All right,
I don't
look,
care.
look at how he's pulling on it too.
Exactly. You put
He's
some
tugging on that belt.
I
You
look
could let
pretty
it out a
fucking
notch.
That's what people do when they're trying to hide they got fat. They wear the belt down there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the belt goes down
What do you
lower.
mean? Where?
I'm saying,
By your knees, stupid.
I wish it was around your neck.
Where it belongs.
Yeah.
You've already used 2 wishes today. You're gonna run out. One should be. I hope I don't get fired. That should be one of your wishes. Okay, you fucking idiot. You're wasting them on me.
He's vicious today. vicious, boss.
Yeah.
God damn.
I think we have to close up, I think, right?
Yeah, we got to close up. Why don't we get the plugs in, say where you wonderful gentlemen will be in the very near future.
I'll do Colin's. Colin, long story short, it's Bleecker Street Theater. I was wrong. BLEECKER.
And the movie Grown Ups tonight.
Yes, Colin will be in the movie Grown Ups tonight. For tickets for Colin's one-man show, 212-239-6200. It's right there in the Village. And Grown Ups tonight. And Colin's on Twitter. I am Colin Quinn.
I am Colin Quinn. Someone else has Colin Quinn? Just Colin Quinn? And who is that?
All I do is Twitter about Chip anyway.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
No,
Yes. I'm going to start getting
Colin's
residuals from this guy and something, you know, because he's Twittered about me like it's going out of style.
And Rich Voss, where are you going to be?
I'm at the Treehouse Comedy Club Saturday in Stamford and in fucking some other place.
Yeah.
And
Arizona.
no, that's in fucking July 28th and 29th.
July's
at
almost
Scottsdale.
here, Rich.
July 28th and 29th. Anthony, where do you want to get your plugs, in the front of your head or in the back?
Oh, damn. They were follicles that were planted in the direction your hair naturally grows, not plugs.
And I'll be July
Danny.
July 2nd and 3rd at the Borgata Casino.
Yeah, I'm going to that one.
Anthony will be at.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you. What a great flashback show.
And try to watch Damages on...
Damages. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. And I do hope I see you Monday here on the Opie and Anthony program.
On time.
All right, look, I'll tell you right now.
He's outside the studio on mic, yes.
Don't feel good. I got tummy upset. And so,
If
what
he
I'm
blows
saying
a fart,
is
it's over, Johnny.
is I love you and be well.
You're a man of intrigue and mystery, a patient man full of strength, just too slick to be tracked down. Where there's danger, you are there. Took February has prosthetic ears, giantitis of the thighs and feet. Trying to seduce small children, but he packs a punch like nobody's business. Dubai is threatening the world with intercontinental ballistic nuclear Scud missiles. You have to stop him and disarm them in only 30 seconds. The president calls you and says, we're depending on you and watching you on TV. And you disarm the missiles by winding up and punching them with your fist. Took February